Are you looking for a podcast about the most serious, no fun, all brains trivia night ever?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Good evening, Kelsey.
Robert. Teddy
Yeah.
bear or swords? Teddy bear or swords?
Swords.
Teddy bear or swords? Teddy bear or swords?
Always swords.
This is how I woke up the other day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was dreaming about who knows what. I was awoken by a buzzing, a vibration, a shaking, and I look at my wrist. And my wrist is asking me teddy bear or swords, and I took a moment, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's critical! Oh god, teddy bear or swords? I don't know. What's the answer? Teddy bear or swords?
How did you not know?
I can't figure it out. What is it for? What's the use?"
Okay.
My watch goes off in the morning with my alarm to wake me up because I sleep deep these days because of, the pills. So I have...
Which, hang on, by the way, because I was telling someone at work about this today.
Uh-huh.
What was the result of the sleep study?
I haven't fucking gotten it. I've called them and I was like...
Still? Okay.
I took a sleep study with these people a month ago. I was going to call them again today, but I got too mad thinking about it.
That's fair.
I'm going to call them tomorrow and be like, hey, how do I sleep? I'm mad at this point because I paid for the test and I want the answers. I know I sleep fine. I just want to hear it.
You deserve them.
I deserve them.
You've earned them.
I did the work. It was a lot of work. But anyway, teddy bear swords. So
yeah, so you sleep hard.
Sleep hard.
Alarm on the wrist.
It's presenting me with a choice. I wake up and my wrist is like teddy bear or swords, teddy bear or swords. And I look down and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And so I close my eyes and I swipe for swords. And it was not teddy bear or swords. It was alarm or no. Does your watch ever do you set your alarm on your watch or on your phone even?
Yeah.
You have the option when the alarm goes off.
Because I use my watch to wake up because I started not waking up from my phone. So the buzzing on my wrist is what literally wakes me up.
Exactly. Right. So on the watch, when mine goes off, it just is an alarm going. And it's like an old school alarm clock. So it has the circle with the two little bells on top.
Oh, okay.
A teddy bear. It looks like a little teddy bear.
Okay.
So I have the option,
following.
Teddy bear, which is snooze, get the alarm again in 10 minutes, or swords, which was just an X, get rid of the alarm. And I woke up in such chaos about it. And I was about to start grabbing Richard, I don't know, teddy bear or swords.
Mine just says the time and then has a big green checkbox or a red X to say I understand or fuck that. And then I click the button up here and that's the snooze.
Ah, okay.
There's no snooze on the face. It's either cancel that fucking alarm or snooze it over here.
See,
it may not have the check mark. It's just the big giant red circle with an X in it.
Ah.
But no other real graphics.
Only swords, no teddy bears.
Yeah. See? And I pick swords, so yeah, that tracks.
There you go.
Swords only. Fuck this alarm.
I teddy bear every morning at least twice.
Oh yeah, I hit the side button thing many, many times.
I can't get up in the mornings. I wish I could. I teddy bear every day. Which
actually is false because what I do is I'm already awake when it went the first time. And so I do the thing when you sleep in your car while you're at work and you go, okay, I got 3 more minutes.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, two more minutes. But I do that with the alarm in the morning.
God.
And then I'll go, all right, the snooze is going to end in 1 minute. And then when it goes bzz, and I already hit it. And I'm waiting for it.
God. I wish I could do that.
So, yeah.
I mean, I don't wish I could do that. Wake up before your alarm. But I'm, with my unemployment as of late, I have been sleeping in, which is bad for me. I need to start getting back on a schedule because I do have a job now. I'm going to go back to work, which is excellent. But I'm going to need to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to.
Hey.
No more teddy bears for me. All
6:30
sorts.
every day or only on office days?
Only on office days, which is a lot of days.
Okay, good.
3 out of 5 every week. But
I know. Well, because I get up at 5 on my office days.
ugh, how do you do it? Like literally, how do you do it?
So I'm really fucking weird.
Yeah, we
If-
know.
If I know that like I have to get up early, like if I know it, my body will go like, I'm tired at 11. Like it will get tired for me, and I'm like, but I don't wanna. But like I know I gotta get up, and then my body's like, I know it's time to turn in, buddy. So
That's
like,
nice, I guess.
so like on those nights, I usually am in bed pretty early, and I just fucking get up. I gotta go.
Yeah, I guess when
know?
you gotta go, you gotta go. I just haven't done it in so long, and I'm gonna be very much
And Simpsons theory.
okay.
So Bart, in one of the episodes to get ready for Christmas, he drinks like 10 glasses of water so that he will have to pee early in the morning, and he can get up early before everyone else and then go check all the presents.
Mm-hmm.
So I typically do drink a little more the night before I got to get up so that I
Okay.
will want to get up and pee.
There you go. Simpsons teaches everything.
Simpsons makes everything right in the world.
I can't drink before bed, or I will be peeing every hour on the hour, just like up.
But you'll be up in time for work.
I guess.
I mean, you would be. I'm not doing it. I was
You're
thinking
gonna go
about
and
it.
pee. You want to have a beverage?
I really do. I haven't had one of these yet today.
Blowing my levels out with that one. That was a crispy crack.
I want to know how much Dr. Pepper mist residue is on the like shield for this microphone.
I know. Does it smell like Dr. Pepper?
No. I have no idea what that's going to sound like in post, but I'm ready to hear it. Because I laid it on there, and I didn't do like an obnoxious sniff. Like that was literally just a good sniff. I didn't go like
Just
all,
a good sniff.
something crazy.
Could have been
You
worse,
know.
guys.
Okay. Well, so you lean teddy bear though,
I lean teddy bear. I do.
but every now and then you got to go swords. Okay.
Every now and then.
Okay. Speaking of that, you like the John Wick movies, right?
I love the John Wick movies.
Can I tell you something that I've learned as of late in the past
God,
week?
what?
I don't think the rest of the world was raised on action movies like I was, because nobody fucking likes action movies.
Nobody likes John Wick?
All I have done is be like, yo, bro, I saw Ballerina. And they're like, okay, I don't really like those John Wick movies. And
What?
I'm like, what about this type of movie? And they're all like, no, I don't really. I'm like, Mission Impossible? Nah, I don't like those. I'm like, Arnold movies? Like, nah, I don't like those. I'm like, does anybody like action movies in this building? Maybe being, fully ingrained in, Predator, Terminator, just an abundance of action-packed, blood-soaked movies is
Yeah.
not the norm for your average human.
Well,
And I
those
don't
people
like
are
that.
sad.
Yeah, I don't like that. Action movies are fucking where it's at.
Yeah, how else are you gonna get out your rage that's built up within you?
Yeah, well, because then I was told, like, I don't really like movies that are, like, about revenge, because if that's all you can do for, like, 4 or 5 movies straight, just go to therapy instead.
Okay.
And I'm like, I mean, fair, but, like, they killed his dog. Valid, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm trying to find people to be excited about Ballerina because I did see Ballerina. I saw the new John Wick spin-off, right?
Yes. As did I.
It's so fucking good, dude.
It's so freaking good.
I loved
she was
it.
explosive all the time. Oh my god.
Okay,
I
hang
was
on.
so
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say rank 'em, man.
Rank them. Rank all
Yeah.
the John Wick movies.
Oh, yeah. I've already done it several times.
I can't even remember them individually. They're all just a big
Okay.
blur of like guns and
Here
glass.
you go. Ready? Okay. Part 1, dog dies, club scene, the rave scene.
Okay.
Part
Mhm.
2 is the blood oath and killing the guy in the hotel at the end. I mean, that's
Okay.
as you can tell, John Wick 2 is one of the bottoms for me.
All right.
Like, that one's fine. 3 is Halle Berry, The Dogs, and the Glass.
Okay.
These movies are old, guys. Fucking get over how I'm gonna describe them. Part 4, The Stairs, and He Dies.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 5, Ana de Armas. So there you go.
God, they're all just so fucking good, aren't they?
They are, but there are just better ones.
Yeah.
So going from the bottom, for me, Part 4. Part 4 felt like we're really trying to keep it good, but like we're trying to keep it good. It didn't feel as good. The thing on the stairs was like trying to recreate the glass scene, but it didn't land.
I loved the stairs, though. They were so tall.
But like, man, we were on those stairs for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, we were. I loved every bit of it.
Oh, but Part 4, they did the top-down scene.
Yeah. Oh, that
And
was
the
cool as hell.
top-down scene.
Oh, that top-down scene. I forgot about the top-down scene.
Okay, I'm changing.
All right.
2's my bottom. And I really
fair.
like 2. I really like 2. I love the Blood Oath shit. Ooh, because Part 2 has Common, and they're in the mall, and he's up top, and he's down low, and they're shooting at each other, walking through the mall with the silencers.
Man.
Fuck, that movie's good.
They're all good.
But some are better. I'm not saying John Wick 2 is bad. I'm saying John Wick 2 is the least good.
It's the weakest entry in the series.
Yeah, but still fucking
A very
slaps.
strong series.
Okay. 2, 4,
Okay.
3,
All right.
Ballerina,
Oh.
Part 1. You can't fucking top Part 1. But
You can't top
Ballerina,
Part 1.
I was digging Ballerina.
It was a very good movie. I don't know if I would rank it as high as or even above
That's
some of
fair.
the John Wick movies.
Okay.
I think the dialogue suffered a little in this movie, and the plot was also a bit confusing. Okay, tell me if it's just me.
'Kay.
So, at the beginning, we're gonna do full spoilers for Ballerina, guys.
Good, because I
Don't-
want to talk about why I like it so much. Because
Okay,
there's a
great.
specific
So-
scene that you... Look in my eyes. Look in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Uh-huh.
You know exactly
know.
what won me over.
Oh,
I think
know.
you do. I know you know. Okay.
I hope it's the same thing. Okay.
It is. Okay. So anyway, is it just you
All right.
or what?
Is it just me, or does the guy who kills her dad in the very beginning,
Yeah.
he looks to me just like Winston. I couldn't tell them apart.
Okay,
Like,
Ferdin.
I had such trouble with it. So like the killing happens and he goes away, and then
Yeah.
she's like sitting in a hallway with her little ballerina music box or whatever, and then Winston comes up and is like, "Hey, little girl, I know where your family could be," and I thought that like he was the guy that just killed her father and was just like pretending he didn't do it. And it was like,
Oh.
I'm confused.
I think that was just you.
Okay. They look identical to me. I couldn't tell them apart in a lineup.
I would love to be able to just pull up a side by side, but I don't know what I would type in for that, you know?
I don't even know what their names are. Let me see if I can find the actors' names. Ballerina actors.
Because I know
'Cause-
Ian, whoever is the Winston guy.
Ian McShane. Someone get him
Yeah.
up. And then who is
Okay.
the guy that
I really hate that.
what?
When you Google the movie, it's not called
No.
Ballerina. It's
Yeah.
called From the World of John Wick,
Colon.
Ballerina.
Ballerina.
That is almost some garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon bullshit right there.
Oh my god. Okay, ballerina.
You learn to
cast
say
list.
the name of that movie once, and you have to pull it out anytime you can.
Definitely.
So, Gabriel Byrne, and then
Is it him?
Ian McShane. Yeah.
Gabriel Byrne. Yeah, they look the same. Gabriel Byrne.
You're saying they
Ian
just look like old man.
I guess they have like the same face. They have the same face. You can't tell me that they don't have the
I'm
same
looking
face.
at them. No. Because Ian McShane is cool.
I don't know.
Bruh, no. Plus, Ian McShane talks weird. He doesn't, like, open his mouth all the way when he talks. He keeps his teeth, like just barely parted. They're almost like clenched the whole time that he's
Okay.
talking.
I'm showing you this picture. This is the same man, and you can't tell me it's not.
That dude's from End of Days? I love that movie. I mean, it's pretty damn close.
They could have picked any other actor to play this guy, because I was like, why is he pretending he didn't kill her dad?
It is just you. It
Why?
is just you, but they are your phenomenon of actors you can't tell apart. Like my Kurt Russell and I can't remember the other dude's name.
That's a
Kurt
shame.
Russell and oh man, I can't think of the other dude's name.
Val Kilmer?
No.
Patrick Swayze.
No, Val Kilmer I got mixed up with Kevin Costner all the time. So like that's another one for me. I have two sets of pairs and there's these two actors that I just can't fucking tell them apart. It's Kurt Russell and the guy Jeff Bridges. Kurt Russell and Jeff Bridges,
that's
I
fair.
can't fucking tell who is who. It's the same man.
I mean, they are the same man.
That's like Timothy Oliphant and Patrick Duran or whatever that dude's name is. That I think they're the same guy too.
Yeah, I can't tell these guys apart.
Look at these two motherfuckers.
They're the
It's the same dude. I hate that.
Even when they're clean shaven, they're the same. I wish you guys were looking at pictures with us.
Look at how they smile. I don't.
Yeah.
I do know who's who.
I don't.
I think I do. Kurt Russell's on the right. Jeff Bridges is on the left for that one.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Okay.
I don't know.
Hang on. Then there's Timothy. Then there's the guy that looks like what's his fucking name? That plays Venom and was Bane.
Tom Hardy?
There's a guy that looks like Tom Hardy. He looks exactly like fucking Tom Hardy. And I go, but it's not him. It looks like him.
Holmes.
Hang on. So Tom Hardy look-alike. Yeah. Yeah. This guy. Logan Marshall Green. Type in Logan Marshall Green and tell me if you don't think that's Tom Hardy.
Wait a minute. No, these are the same guy.
No. One is Tom Hardy. Look at this. I hate this. This is breaking my brain right now.
I don't like this.
That's a different man.
You know what? I'm mad because there's so many people in this world that get to have a look-alike, and I've never found a person that I can look at and be like, they look just like me.
Yeah. Your
I wanna have a
doppelganger.
look-alike.
How I Met Your Mother style. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a doppelganger. Like the only person
I
that
think I
looks
have
like
one.
me is my sister.
Well, but see, that doesn't count because that's like straight family, and that's not.
Yeah, it's familial.
That's not good.
I want a stranger who looks like they have my face.
Yeah, that like when you walk down the street, you go, "Holy fuck, I was cloned." That's
Yeah.
my 6th day right there.
Yeah, because I see other people's clones all the time, and like I'll be like, "Oh my god, that's them," and it's not, and
Okay.
I want that for
So
me.
see, it is it is just you. I can just happen to tell these guys apart solely because Ian McShane, he looks more beautifully olive, man. Like he is such like a good Sicilian looking
man.
guy. You know what I mean? And the other guy,
Yeah.
he's alright. Ian McShane though, ooh, look at that dude. Look at that puno, man. I love him. But Kurt Russell and Jeff Bridges, get out of here. And this one, I hate that one. That one was too much the same.
And they're too much alike.
And then Timothy Oliphant look-alike. Good, Google. You know what I'm talking. Yeah. Yeah, Josh Duhamel. That's what I was trying to say. Look at these guys.
Oh yeah.
Hate this. I don't know who's who. I literally don't know. If you guys have your favorite celebrity doppelganger mix match that you hate, please write in and let us know.
Yeah, and if you ever see anybody who looks like me or like Robert, write in and
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah, I want you to just like creepily take a photo of somebody like at the bus stop. You're just like, you look like my friend. Maybe don't do that.
Please do that.
But it would be funny though.
Okay.
So anyway.
Anyway, Ballerina. Great
Yeah.
movie. Let's talk about where she explodes a dude's head off.
The head off? Or because I mean, I thought his body disappeared.
His whole self was disintegrated. We're talking
Are
about
you
the
talking
table
the-
scene.
Oh yeah, it's the table. Literally.
Oh yeah.
literally that happened, and I went, it's probably my number 2 in the John Wick franchise. Yeah.
I almost
This right here.
stood up in the theater. Like, it
Dude.
was so
So
much.
that's the thing and it's hard to get that across to people because they apparently don't like action movies, but you do. So you understand that in the John Wick franchise, every movie tries to do something different, something unique.
Yeah.
This is my one thing, right?
Yeah. This was the
So-
explosion movie.
This movie went, what about instead of guns, she just finds grenades all the time. And
yeah,
boy
and she just
howdy,
finds them.
because you never have grenades in fights. That never happens. And the fucking flamethrower shit, dude.
Flamethrower shit. It was so
Oh.
cool. It was like a fucking Harry Potter wand fight moment with them, like the fire hose
Dude.
and the flamethrower
It
pointing at
was
each
so
other.
good.
It was
Now,
so
okay.
good. I just love a good popcorn movie. You know, just
This
wanna
was
watch
one.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
and eat popcorn.
Okay. Also, like me, I'm assuming you were doing this, mayhaps. You're watching a scene and you go, that's her stunt double.
Mhm.
That's Ana de Armas. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. There's one scene in the flamethrower shit that I went, that's Ana de Armas. That's dope. the dude showed up and he was shooting flames at like that glass partition and she like
Yes.
ran inside the glass.
Yes.
That was her. And I was like,
I
good
know, I
shit,
love-
Ana de Armas.
I
Oh.
love the way we watch movies the same. It makes me so happy
Dude.
when you notice shit like this.
Because I just wanted to know, like, did she do some... And she did some stuff.
Yeah.
But that one, I was like, okay, that's fucking dope. I love
Yeah.
that.
It was so cool.
Oh, man. The
What a
table
good
thing.
movie.
It's just a good movie. It's just a fun
It's just
movie.
a good movie. Yeah, like I had a fun time. The plot, neither here nor there. I was like confused about the village.
Yeah,
like,
who
were they
cares?
the good ones? Were they the bad ones? Like, why she has a sister suddenly, and then like, oh, sister's dead. Okay, I guess that was short lived.
I mean, we knew about the sister, but I just didn't... But, like, it didn't matter. Kind of like you said, like, oh, well, who cares?
Yeah,
Because, like, we know, but it doesn't mean anything.
right.
It was just like a random reunion for no reason.
And then
You
it
know.
lasted 5 minutes.
And I will say that for all you John Wick heads out there, because I feel like each movie builds the lore of that world a bit more. Not his lore,
Yes.
but like the rule of like you gotta, you do the thumbprint, the blood pack thing, and then you have this
Mhm.
thing, and then you got this. There's all these different rules and
The
factions
bounties,
and all
the
this stuff.
coins.
This is a simple revenge story. No John Wick lore. It goes, we gave you lore. Here's that stuff again.
Yeah.
Just know that we're still in that world.
But they're not going to do the John Wick movies without John Wick. Like, he shows up for a good 10
Yeah,
minutes. He's
they
just like,
clearly
no, I have a sniper rifle.
Place this in part 2 because
Yes.
no, part 3.
It's like between
I've been
3 and
telling
4,
people
yeah.
wrong. I've been telling
no.
people wrong. I've been saying it's part 2. Oh, it's clearly part 3. Yeah, because he has to go to the desert, remember?
Yeah.
And they smuggle him out to go see Halle Berry, and that's why they brand his
Right,
back.
right.
Oh, fuck, this is part 3. I've been telling people wrong. My bad. My bad to all the people at work that don't like this movie anyway.
They were not listening. It's fine.
Oopsies. Damn. It is 3. Yeah, okay, it's 3. But yeah, so I mean, they like straight up show you a scene from part 3. Like they just like resampled that, but then like added some new stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because if they had like filmed it new, it may not have felt the same. But like if you watch them, like you're gonna have that muscle memory. Like, oh, I've seen that scene before.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I would love to do a John Wick marathon. Just watch them all back to back
I
to back.
fucking
Really
love John Wick.
blast my eyeballs out the back of my head.
And I wanted nothing to do with that franchise. I was like, that sounds stupid. Well, I didn't even know what it was. And then all I heard was like, they kill his dog. So I watched like the opening 10 minutes till the point they killed the dog.
Yeah.
And I went, like, I stopped it and went like I went and got Taylor and was like, yeah, we got a movie to watch. Like, I want to know about this movie. And she's like, I don't
Yeah.
want to watch it. And she went somewhere and I watched 1 and 2 by myself. And then, because I think she went to Virginia or something. And when she came back, I said, sit your ass down. We're watching these movies. And I made her watch 1 and 2 back to back. And she was like, wow, these are great. You know.
When did John Wick come out?
It's kind of old.
The original, because I do remember it being pretty old. I feel like
2014.
Yeah, I feel like I
was
saw this one
24. Ugh.
in theaters, and I remember
Really?
being like, I don't want to see it because the dog dies. So Richard was like, no, it's just like a small scene. He's like avenging the dog, so it's gonna be good. And yeah, it was. Good.
I literally knew nothing about this until 1 and 2 had been. I only know about it because of Derek. Derek loved these movies, and he bought like a steel book that had part 1 and 2 in it. And I was like, are they really that good? And he's like, you haven't seen them? Like, you gotta check it out. And I was like,
You
but like,
gots
really
to.
though? Do I? And then I did,
They
and
have a
yeah,
whole-
I did need to check that out.
There's a TV series called The Continental that I did not know exists.
Yes, there is, and I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I was like, it's not really John Wick, so I don't need it.
Well, it's from the world of John Wick, the Continental, so...
And I think it's all about...
the Continental, from the world of John Wick. They got to get on board with the branding.
I think it's how Winston, like, comes to run the Continental. Like the real deep history shit or something.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Mel Gibson? Maybe I don't want to watch it.
Oh, it aired last year. It's only 6 episodes from last
Mel Gibson's
year.
still getting roles.
He's still directing movies.
Yeah.
He's about to make Passion of the Christ 2, remember?
Oh my God.
And 3
Even
or something.
more passionate. Why?
More
Jesus
passion.
died once.
More passion. Hang on, let me look him up. Mel Gibson. Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing that. I don't
Actually,
know,
Jesus
man.
died twice, didn't he? Because he was like, "Oh, I'm back," and then
Yeah.
dead again.
I think he's also
How did
doing
he die
another
the second
Lethal Weapon.
time? What?
Like, yeah, like I think part 5 of that's gonna happen at some point. Yeah, he's still doing stuff.
All right.
Oh yeah, he directed Hacksaw Ridge that made me like Andrew Garfield. I didn't even like Andrew Garfield. I hated him because he was Spider-Man and he was bad. And then I saw Hacksaw Ridge and went, this dude's all right. And then I like him.
He is in office now, by the way. President, you know who, has
assumed
elected him
Yep.
a special ambassador to Hollywood. Okay. Sure.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm closing the Wikipedia article. I'm already mad.
So anyway, Ballerina's legit. You guys gotta check that out. Like, it's really fucking good.
It's so fucking good. Like, if you just
Yeah.
want to watch a movie where a beautiful woman kicks so much ass.
You gotta go see it in theaters because
You
that
do.
grenade fight,
Yeah.
I mean, the sound waves were literally concussive, just like pressing in my brain cells. It was great.
It was a really good theatrical experience. And I'm not one of those people that's like, you need to see a movie, a cinema in the theaters.
If you're watching a movie on a screen this big, it's bad. But when it's big, it's cinematic. That thing?
Exactly right.
I am
I
that guy.
felt in this movie, I was like, I see why people like to go to movies. Like, this is why we have big screens.
I wish you would go see Mission Impossible, though.
I do
That
wanna
on
go
the
see
big
Mission
screen?
Impossible.
The submarine thing? Dude, you want to go? Because I want to see it again.
I kind of do want to see.
We can't go before you work. I can find time.
We could find time.
I can make the time.
Maybe you want to do that on Monday. That might be fun.
Does anyone else want to see it?
You guys
Like-
want to see Mission Impossible?
Does Richard want to see it?
No. I wish
Let's
he
go
did.
then. Let's go then.
Go.
I fucking want to go. I would love
yeah.
to see this movie like one more time.
I wonder if it's at Alma Draft House and if it's like doing one of the big screen things. Oh yeah, it's still there.
Because here, okay, so question. Like, how many Mission Impossibles have you seen?
I've
2,
seen the first one
3?
for sure. I've seen the one with the German guy on the plane, and then maybe bits and pieces of others.
Because, I mean, you don't really need it, but I don't feel like you'll have the affinity for, like, some of the shit that happens to some of the people. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, you haven't watched them. Like, Simon Pegg, he literally has said, like, this is his most favorite thing that he's ever been a part of. And he's been a part
Really?
of it for, like, 20 years.
I want to like Mission Impossible. I do. I just can't
Can
get on
I-
board.
Can I ask why, like just truly and for real, just like gut reaction, like why can't you get on board with Mission Impossible?
I think it's Tom Cruise.
Because that is the only reason I know of, is that people go, well, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, like I can't take him seriously
And
as a
that's
person,
fine.
but I want to try. I want
I just
to learn.
wish. I mean, like, I guess that's the whole thing. Like, that's the artist from the art
Yeah.
argument, right? Because, like,
Mhm.
everybody, like, that's the only reason. So, like, I'm not like, oh, there we go again. But, like, that seems to be the reason that people do not like him. So,
Yeah.
if that is the reason, I understand that. I accept it. I embrace it. But, like, to me, like, who else? So, Hideo Kojima, fucking
Mhm.
PT man, Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid guy, he just came out because, you know, he's a giant movie buff. And he was
Mhm.
like, he put out a statement saying, I saw Mission Impossible 8. It is phenomenal. He was like, we are literally watching Tom Cruise put his life on the line to save
Yeah.
theater experiences. Like, this is a
Right,
man really
I
trying to prove cinema is worth it.
And I do appreciate what he does for movies, you know? Like he's one of those guys where if a thing can be done practically, he's going to figure out a way to do it. And even
Yeah.
if somebody tells him that can't be done practically, he's like, "I'll just jump out of a plane." Like
Yeah.
he's just
Like,
that guy. And
Honestly,
that's why I want to
that's
like
what
the movies.
keeps me going. Because, like,
Yeah.
plot-wise, I don't even remember what 5 is about. like part 5 does not live in my brain. The only thing
Yeah.
about it that lives in my brain is Rebecca Ferguson's leg.
Okay.
If I pull that up, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I would watch part 5. Mission Impossible.
And I do like after the first one I was like the plot of these movies is so I can't believe it. I guess I don't know. It's very fantastical, but at the same time, like it's an action movie. I don't need to believe it. I don't believe John Wick stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I'm putting myself on a double standard. Wow, that is a leg.
I mean, like, that's the only thing I remember about part 5. Plot of this movie, no fucking clue what happened.
hell of a stance.
I just go, is that the one with the leg? And it
That's
is.
how guns were meant to be shot. Really, stiletto
Yeah.
propped up on the wall.
So, like, but see, that's the shit I like. Like, I like that whole, like, it's just on the edge of believable, but, like, it just goes right in this instance. Like,
Yeah.
Ballerina, like, honestly, she probably got burned up. Shrapnel would have come off of her grenade, accidentally gotten her. Like, if I think about it that way, it's not going to be fun. You know,
Right.
but, like, it just happens to work.
Yeah.
And yes, I will admit, part of the appeal for me is, and that may kind of push you away from it a little bit, because part of what the plot became was like, he's the only guy that can do it. So, like, he feels the responsibility to be the sole person trying to fix these things for people. Because
Okay.
nobody else is willing to do the stuff. And that's the thing that I really liked in Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard with Justin Long. And
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, by the way. There's a scene in it where, like, Justin Long is like, stop doing this. Like, why are you doing this? And he's like, because I'm the guy. And he's like, what do you
Mhm.
mean you're the guy? And he's like, I'm the guy. If I don't go do it, they win. Are you going to do it? And he's like, no. And he's like, who else am I going to tell to go do it? Nobody. I'm the guy. I have to go do it. And that's the way Mission Impossible kind of started feeling for me, because they kind of heavy-handed go into it. They're like,
Okay.
I don't trust anyone else with my life but you. Like, that's a fucking line. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it gets real heavy. But I like the idea of, because I call that, like, the Captain America complex. If you have
Mhm.
the ability to help, why aren't you? You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And that's the way Mission Impossible feels for me, because, like, he can do these things, and so he does them, and he's keeping the people safe. Like, it's very heavy-handed messaging, like in 6 and 7,
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, you get the cool action, and I like that. So
I just like cool
I'll
action.
admit,
Like,
plot-wise, pushes you out. But Simon fucking Pegg, how can you not like a movie with Simon Pegg? Because he makes all movies good.
he really does. Yeah, his presence alone.
And Ving Rhames, my guy. Oh,
I love Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames. Okay, so I actually misquoted when I reviewed this the
Okay.
last time. He has been in every single one of these movies since the beginning. He is in all 8 as well.
Damn.
Like,
What do I know Ving Rhames from, though? Like, why do I know him?
for me, it's Mission Impossible. Like, I just fucking, that's him. He did a movie
Dawn
that
of the
I really
Dead.
love called Holiday Heart. That is super
Okay.
fucking good. That was like
That
a
looks like
TV
a
movie
Lifetime
thing. But it's
movie.
really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, he was in, like, the 2004 Dawn of the Dead. That's why he's that person in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that was friends with the gun shop owner, and they played chess on the roof together.
Yes.
Yeah, Ving Rhames is the best. I love that guy.
He was also
Like-
in Day of the Dead. Shit.
And then I think everybody also has a thing that's like, maybe it's not the best. Maybe not everybody likes it, but it's been part of your life for so long that it just has a soft spot for it. You fucking like it.
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly when it happened. Me and Chris Kipshin, me and Kippy
Oh,
went
wow.
to Mission Impossible 3 when it came out, because it came out like on Valentine's Day, and that's his birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went and saw Mission Impossible 3. I hadn't seen 1 or 2.
Oh, dang.
I'd like heard about them. I thought they were probably fine, you know.
Yeah.
And the cold open for 3 is still one of the best 10 minutes of movies I've ever seen in my life. And part 3 literally, like, changed how I view fucking these movies. And I was like, am I missing out on these? And even 1 and 2, I still think are, like, fine. So then I was like, well, 3 was good. 4's got to be good. And 4 fucking really knocked it out of the park. And 5, like I said,
Okay.
leg shot. But 6 fucking knocked it out of the park. 7 is pretty good. And then 8, it's just the fact, like, well, now I've built up to it over the course of 20 fucking years since I graduated high school.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it, and I want more of them. And that's how I feel
And that's
about
fair.
the John Wick shit. I'd eat
Yes.
Ballerina up, even if it wasn't as good as it was.
I
'Cause
feel like
just
John
want some
Wick was
more.
like, we don't have an action. This is, you're going to argue this. I don't think we have an action franchise that defines the current day.
We barely have an action star these days.
Yes. Yes.
No,
and I think,
I fully accept that.
okay.
yeah.
And I think that John Wick has been that for us now. Like it's established itself.
See? And that's why I'm so shook when nobody at work seems to like them, because, like, I've been there
Yeah.
opening night for all these movies, and people, like,
Yeah.
scream and cheer in the theaters. When I saw 3 and he, like, throws, like, a hammer in some dude's face, that
Yes.
crowd was like, oh my fucking God! Like, they loved it.
It's
you
such a
know?
good like movie going experience. Every time I go to a John Wick movie, it's just like people enjoying ludicrous violence on a screen. Like, what more could
Yes.
you want together? It's just a fun time.
No, John Wick has been action movies for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Hands down. And it's weird to say, yeah, and Keanu Reeves has been the action star for the last
I know,
10
right?
years. Really, I would say Jason Statham and Liam Neeson are still, like, the best action stars we got at the moment.
But they're on their way out. They're old.
And
I
they
guess
don't have...
Keanu's old too.
Well, no,
isn't he?
because... Well, no, but like you said, there's also no franchise. Jason Statham's not making Transporter 8. He's not making
Yeah.
Crank 5.
Exactly.
He's making the Beekeeper, and now he's got The Working Man. Like, these are one-off things.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember who else I said. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's knees, son.
Liam Neeson.
I heard your joke. He's now doing Naked Gun. Did you see that?
Oh my God. I saw a preview for that. Seth MacFarlane is producing it.
I mean, when he pulled the mask off of being a little girl and then was just a grown-ass fucking man, I was like, I think I could watch this movie. Because I've never seen a Naked Gun movie before, which is kind of shocking even to me.
That is shocking. I mean, that's a Robert type of movie right there.
I know, and I should really watch them before I see that one. But like Liam Neeson was the action guy when Taken came out. Like he was the guy.
Yeah.
But like he's not doing it either. We don't have Arnold, we don't have Sylvester no more. Like nobody has ever really stepped into those two guys' shoes.
We have Jack Reacher.
What, the TV show?
No. Well, yeah. So there's the two. There's just Reacher, who is different, right?
Yeah.
And then there's Jack Reacher, who's
Which is
the guy
Tom
that was
Cruise.
in The Office.
No, that's Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan,
Which is-
yes. All
which
these
is even
everyman
differenter.
names. Yeah, I like him. That's been a good series, a good like action time. I think it's not a generation defining one for sure.
I think TV has always kept in action because you still got like your CSIs and CISs.
Yeah.
Like TV's never really lost action, but their action isn't bombastic action.
Yeah, like
it's not
in CSI,
movie
they're not
action.
chucking grenades behind doors
Yeah.
and shit. Like nobody's
See,
trying
dude.
to flamethrower fight.
See, dude, you're not getting those like Arnold one-liners, man. You get the
Yes.
fucking like a dude is hanging off a missile from a helicopter, and he just looks at the camera. You're fired. And shoots him off. That's fucking that's movies
we need
right there.
more of that. I want that again. That's maybe one thing that Ballerina was missing is like that's the only thing that felt lacking for me was the dialogue. It was just not
Yeah.
as punchy as an action movie should be.
And all of my TikToks leading up to it, because that's what kind of got me hyped. They kept like pushing up this thing because like John Wick's thing is his yeah. He says yeah a lot, I guess.
Right.
That's like his thing. Well, hers was going to be cool, and because she kind of has an accent, her cool sounds a little unique.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been like, "Hey Anna, what do you think about this?" And she's like, "Cool." And she says it. I'm like, "Oh man, that's going to be her new catchphrase." She says that movie fucking once. And I was like, "Oh, so it's really not a catchphrase. All right, cool." Like it was still good, but no, it's not as good.
It was.
But it was.
Yeah.
I think I'm ranking it high because I didn't expect it to be good. I expected it to
Yeah.
kind of fall flat, and it didn't fall that flat.
Right. I thought it was good. Is it soft launching Norman Reedus as the next John Wick?
I will boycott forever. I did say though, I tapped everyone on the shoulder next to him and I went, "Oh my god, he washed his hair."
Right? Yeah. He's like just a little less greasy.
luxurious, man. This
I don't know
strand
about
right here is
luxurious.
always so greasy, and I was like, "Look at the
Yeah.
volume on that strand right there." Yeah,
They're
it's
like,
looking
please, Norman,
good.
just let us hit it with some dry shampoo, for God's sake.
I guess no. I mean, he is Daryl, and he led
Yeah.
The Walking Dead after. He has his own Daryl show where he's
The
the,
problem
star.
is,
Like
though,
he could do it, I guess.
He just is Daryl. Like, I expected him to just have a crossbow the whole time. Like,
Fair.
that's his character. But I guess, if that character is making you fucking bankroll money that is going to feed your children's children for generations to come, why not keep playing that character?
Why do anything else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did Hideo Kojima introduce Keanu Reeves and Norman Reedus and put them in this movie together? Who's to say?
I don't know. Maybe. Did you know this is the third time Ana de Armas and Keanu Reeves have worked together?
Really?
Yeah.
What else
I
have you
don't,
done?
I don't know what number 2 is, but number 1 is that movie called Knock Knock, where two girls knock on this guy's door, which is Keanu Reeves, and they're all like, "Oh, can we use your phone?" And they like seduce him and then blackmail him with the fact that they slept
Okay.
with him, and then they wind up just killing him by the end.
That's fun. I've
was
never
a wild
heard this movie.
I talked about it many moons ago, and I did watch it when I was in the UK, and it was fine. But
All right.
that's like one of Ana de Armas's like first movies,
Fascinating.
because she has a thick accent in that movie.
Mm.
And then, she hits Knives Out, and then
Yeah.
she hits James Bond, and now we got Ballerina. Like, she's making it.
She's making it happen.
Ballerina's great. You guys should see it.
Please go see it. Let us
Yeah.
know how you think about it. Is that a phrase? Let us know how
Let us
you
know
think
how
about
you
it.
think about it. Do you think about it sadly? Think about it fondly? Think about it at night, kicking your feet up? I just want to know.
Let me tell you how I think about this TV show, F1 Academy.
Mm-hmm.
So, F1, Formula One, I've talked about on the show before. It's like a racing sport, and it's a very fun time. It is like NASCAR. There is nothing in the rules that say like men only, but
Yeah.
men only play
men only.
this motorsports. So there is a show now. They've always done like something called Drive to Survive on Netflix, which is like every year they kind of sum up the prior season of F1, and then they like air a whole special about it, and they put it on right before right before the Formula One season starts. So it's always like a good time to like watch it, remember what happened last season, and get excited for the next season.
Yeah.
So this new show pops up. It's called F1 Academy, and I was like, "What's this?" Because there's a lady on the front, and I was like, "That's cool as shit." So click into that, start watching it. There is a whole like Formula One Academy that's run by this woman named, I'm going to grab her name real quick.
Isn't that where Danica started? Wasn't she in Formula One? Or she was doing Indy cars?
Yeah, IndyCar.
She did Indies. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, because there's two different types of racing, basically. Okay, so Formula One Academy is run by Susie Wolf, who is the wife of the team principal of Mercedes, who's my favorite Formula One team. So Toto Wolff is his name. He's a fantastic dude. I just like to watch him.
Toto Wolff? That's a name.
Yeah, fucking name. He's very German, and he's very entertaining to watch. And his wife is just so beautiful, and I just want to be her. But yeah, she like drove Formula One as well when she was.
Well, shit.
She was never. Let's see. So she was the first woman to take part in a Formula One race weekend by participating in practice. So she's never actually like driven. Yeah,
like
never
raced,
actually raced. I don't think any woman has. And her mission is basically like, it's time for that to change. Like, women should be in Formula One. So F1 Academy is like all about getting young women into F1, and it's very exciting. And I've been watching it, and it's really good. But I have a problem with it.
Okay. The show, very few women. Like, there's like 3. That's like about it. Yeah,
that's crazy to me. It's like Danica Patrick in NASCAR, you know? She's like the one.
Yeah. Or like there's like 3 like well-knowns.
Okay. But yeah, so I've been watching the show and I'm enjoying it, but I have a problem with it.
Okay.
And the problem is it reminds me too much of the production value from Love is Blind. Because like
well, this is made by Netflix, you said, right? So
yeah. So, I mean, Netflix makes Drive to Survive, and that show is like so well produced and put together. It's very, very good. It's well done. And this show, like, I mean, it's the same production. You know what it is? It's the same production quality, and it's still good. But every single time there's like any moment between 2 scenes, they just show like stock footage of a city, and it's just this like song. And it's like, we are women and we are driving. Like, they just like have random songs in there. I'm like, what is this fucking song about? And why is it so annoying?
Looked away from you in the camera and thought a different person came on. That did not sound like you at all. That was amazing.
Thank you. I can't stay focused in it. It's just
I thought you were going to say every time they have a drink, they got a gold cup.
Oh my God, I wish. But yeah, it's very Love is Blind in the fact that there's just like these random songs that they stitch in. And it's like, there's never a moment of silence in an episode. Like, I get that you're not supposed to have downtime, white noise in Netflix shows, but it's just constant like lyrics about like, we're women and we're racing and we're going to get the gold and everything is great and we're ladies.
Yeah.
Like, please let me just play some stock music or something. I don't want to hear all this.
They don't do like camera behind the lights coming out of plants, all that kind of stuff.
Maybe a little bit of that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah. So it's very like, I think it's just marketed toward a different crowd. And
yeah,
I wish it wasn't. You know, I wish that we didn't have to market stuff like that because it's got the pink stink on it.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, I kind of want to know like a little bit more about F1, you know, because
think
like
you'd
I know
enjoy
you
it.
got
It's
into it
fun.
and stuff, and I'm like, I kind of want to maybe know.
I think you
So,
should just watch a race. Like they have sprint races that are shorter. So if like, I mean,
okay.
NASCAR, I don't like because it's just like a circle and they go around like 400 times.
Yeah.
But Formula One, they do like between 50 and 70 laps basically. So it takes an hour and a half, and it's always on Sunday. I just like we get brunch, we sit on the couch, we watch a Formula One race. It's a very relaxing Sunday type of vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
You should watch.
Is there something I can watch like on Netflix or something that would be like introducing me to it a bit first, give me some background? Is that like Drive to Survive or something?
Yeah, Drive to Survive is really good. I mean, that's how I got into Formula One. Is I watched the Drive to Survive for the season of 2021, and there was like a really big thing that happened at the end of that season that was controversial, and I was like, well, I'm a fan now. I have to figure out what happens next. So
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to add that to my list because that's just something I want to know about.
yeah, it's
A
fun.
little bit.
I really like it. I've enjoyed getting to know about it.
Okay. Tell you something that I enjoyed getting to know a little bit about. It's
All
just
right.
like a quick, easy update just to fill you in. I was not officially boycotting the new Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
I simply had stated, I'm not going to fight for one. I definitely wasn't going to camp out.
Not gonna
I'm
throw
not going to
elbows.
get online and fucking, refresh,
Refresh your
add to
Labubu.
cart, do all that shit. I'm not going to do that. I was like, if I believe I said on the show, I will wait until I can walk in the store and purchase one.
Yes.
Cool. So midnight release happens. I hear all about it the night before, hear all about it on the news the next day. So it's,
Did you
the launch
hear?
day. What?
Did you hear about the people that waited in line and then they got a Switch? They got their Switches and the receipts were stapled to the front of the box.
At GameStop. Yep.
But because of the way the fucking Switch is packaged so stupid in there, the staples
I can show you.
punctured the screen.
I can straight up show you. Yeah.
Show me.
So here's the box. In case you didn't know,
Yes.
got Switch 2. Okay, ready? I'm going to open this.
Yeah.
When you
Of course you kept
pull
the
it
box, you
open
millennial.
like this, it's literally right here, sitting
That is
screen up, protected by, what would you call this?
that's
2 millimeters of cardboard?
it's not even corrugated.
No. Like, it's right here, and I just do that, and it's sealed. It's like a pizza box on top of it, essentially.
Yeah.
And
I don't
actually
like
thinner
that.
than a pizza box lid.
Way thinner. Yes,
Like-
that's terrible
never-
packaging. What's behind it? That's the thickest box to have the Switch just like resting right up top.
It's there, and then it's just like all the like components and stuff are down here. But it's
Too
sitting,
much space.
square on top, face up. You at least do it face down.
Face down.
Or
Like
something.
protect the screen a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, I get it. But that's the thing.
To be fair, they shouldn't be stapling receipts to boxes. That's bullshit.
No, why would you ever do that? Why would you staple anything to an electronics thing, ever?
It's a good box.
No.
You're gonna ruin it.
I am going to throw this box away. I'm not going to keep boxes.
No, you're not.
I'm a bad millennial these days. But so, I'm just sitting here at work because whenever I work from home, the news is just sitting on all day long.
Mm-hmm.
News is on. I'm sitting here working away, not paying attention, and then it's like, oh, Switch 2 launched last night. Tons of people were out at midnight, blah, 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 blah. We interviewed some. So I kind of look over, hear about some people going like, yeah, I've been out here for 11 hours.
Oh my
I've been out
God.
here all day. I sold my second son so that I had time away. Whatever else, right?
Yeah.
Plus, the guy that I like on YouTube, Spawncast, that guy,
Mhm.
he picked one up and released a video that night going like, yeah, at Best Buy, they gave away like a collectible coin. So it says like Nintendo Switch 2 and the back says Best Buy. That's really fucking neat.
Well, that's cool.
And I'm like, well, damn, that sucks. I would have liked to get a coin, but not enough to go wait in line.
Yeah.
So, move on with my life, still sitting here. And then the guy on the news just goes like, yep, they say that a lot of them are still on the shelves. Right here in Allen, they say they have 20 of each model still sitting on the shelves. Back to you.
Jeez.
And I went, 20 of each, which means the plain one and the one with Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
Which if if you know anything about it, the bundle's the only way to go because that $80
Oh,
game
for
turns
sure.
into $50.
Mm-hmm. Gotta do it.
So I was like, all right, bet then. Get on the Target app, and I look. The one that's right down the street from me says it's in stock. And I was like, this can't be real. So I was like, I'm just going to drive up there real quick. I'm on the clock, but I was like, I'm just going to drive up there real quick.
Okay.
10 minutes up the road, walk inside Target, and there's a Nintendo rep right in the front door. Literally,
Just
like
straight up.
well, like a Nintendo rep, she's got the shirt on, and she goes, "Hi, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I was coming to see about a Switch 2." And she goes, "Oh yeah, they're right back there. Please come up and see me. I'm very lonely." I go, "Okay." And when I pulled into the parking lot, I saw a guy like beeline, and he was running into the store. So I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like people heard the news like I did, so people are running in here, right?
Yeah.
I walk in there, the guy's in clothes. He's just like holding shirts up, doing like this. He's just going back and forth, and I was like, "Damn, he
Urgently
really needs a shirt
clothing.
now." Okay, so proceed to electronics, and at the Target here, the door that leads in, it's just a straight shot, giant aisle all the way to electronics. Like there's nothing in the way, so I could clearly see the giant Nintendo Switch 2 banners and setups they got and stuff.
All right.
So I was like, all right, cool, it's right there. Walk over there. Nobody's in the fucking store. I am waiting for someone to see that I've arrived. I'm just standing there going like, I mean, are they here? They're in the case in front of me. So I was like,
Aw,
I mean,
man.
I guess they're here, but no one's here to sell me one.
Walk
So
back
finally,
to the Nintendo lady.
Target lady comes around the corner. She's like, "Oh, did you need something?" And I was like, yeah, I was just going to see if you guys had a Switch 2. And she goes, "Which one do you want?" I was like, the bundle. And she goes, "Yeah, well, let me go grab one from the back." She walks back there. She just brings it out and goes, "Anything else?" I went, no. Like, that's it? And she's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of them back there."
Okay.
I buy it. I leave. And I was like, well, I said I'd get one if it was that fucking easy.
And it was that fucking easy.
And here it fucking is. It's the Switch. But
All right.
two. But two. I mean, it's cool enough. I thought I'd give you some ASMR of the way they click on to the sides now.
Yes.
So it is
please.
magnets. It's magnets, right? So
I
there's
like
no more
magnets.
sliding up and sliding down. They don't slide in on the
Oh, you
rails.
don't even slide?
No. So they literally just pop off the side.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they did it like that.
Yeah.
So there's like a whole plug-in thing in there.
So there are two magnets inside here. These buttons are built with steel, so it is catching on to the controller
Whoa.
here, right?
Okay.
And this button on the back just makes this little thing push a little pin, and that's enough to kick it off the magnet for you to take it off, because it is on there strong.
Cool.
So all you do, go from bottom up to the top, and there snaps on
Clickety-clack.
there. And that's it.
I love it.
Pretty much all your Switch games run with like improved textures and frames per second. Like even all the Switch 1 games just basically run better now.
Yeah. How does it feel like to hold? Because I feel like when I held my Switch for any
like
length of time, you like it?
Well,
I
it's
feel like I
also
get thumb
bigger.
cramps. Yeah.
It's also way bigger.
That's
So
good.
Mary hated it. I was like, yeah, I got it. And she goes, oh, it's big. I fucking hate this. Take it back.
Okay.
She would probably like the Switch Lite, like Ferdin has, like the really tiny one. She likes the small stuff.
Yeah.
I want a big boy. It's not quite
Oh,
a
chunky
Steam Deck,
man.
like right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like way skinny.
How's the kickstand on that thing?
Kickstand is great. Look at this. It's like built in the whole way. It is super sturdy.
Good.
Works really good. Then you just snap that shit shut.
Nice.
The SD card that you had on the old one will not work in
Mhm.
this though. You have to get a new
Okay.
type of micro SD called Express. There are lots of SD cards that say Extreme. That is not the same thing. It has to be Express. And they will expressly have an EX marked on the card. It is the only one that works with the Switch 2.
Not to be confused with Extreme, which also is EX.
Yeah, not the same thing. So, other than that, I mean, it's pretty cool. Mario Kart World is fun. It's Mario Kart again. You know,
All right.
I mean, honestly, I'm just waiting for Metroid Prime 4 to warrant the fact that I bought this.
When does that even come out? Like, have they?
Not even a date.
Yeah.
But it is this year. That's all I know.
Okay.
So anyway, Switch 2, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it is 4K. It is HDR. That shit looks fucking nice. Some of the
Good.
old games got patches for 4K, and I'm like, that's not even the same game anymore. Like Mario Odyssey, like one of the launch titles for the
Yeah.
Switch, looks fucking great now.
That's cool.
Which
I'm
is
glad
weird.
that they have at least updated stuff, and it's not just like, here's the
Yeah.
Switch 2.
So, it is interesting and exclusive to Switch 2. You know how you get the classic games like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
GameCube games are on the Switch 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right now, there's only 3.
Okay. That's not many.
More will come, but they put Wind Waker on there, so I bet they think we'll shut up for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that's expected at launch, so.
Yeah. So, all in all, it's cool. I just wanted to say how easy it was, and now that I have it, they're not available fucking anywhere. So I literally heard it on the news, figured I'd act. Glad I did. You know me, I just fucking like game shit. So
Yeah.
it's pretty neat. I'm happy about it.
Good.
I'll warrant my purchase one day. So,
All right.
But anyway, Switch 2, it's the Switch, but 2. That's all there is to say about it.
Okay. Excellent. I want to tell you briefly about a game that I've been playing. It's
Okay.
called Blueprints, and that's two
The
words.
PlayStation game.
Is it on
right?
PlayStation?
Well, I guess because it dropped for free on the PlayStation, which is why people
Ah.
calling it the PlayStation game. Because like they were just like, hey, you know this new game? It's fucking free. Just enjoy it.
Okay, cool.
Have
I
at
don't
it.
know how we got it. It might be on Game Pass. We may even have bought it. I'm not sure. But it's blueprints, like the blueprints for a house,
Yeah.
but it's blue space.
Oh,
prints.
that's clever.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. The premise for the game is actually really cool. So you are inheriting your uncle's mansion, but it's
Okay.
contingent on you being able to find the 46th room in the house. So you don't have like a set amount of time.
Because I've just seen TikToks about how like nuts people have been getting about it. After
It's
that premise,
fucking crazy.
I understand. It's easy.
Okay. No, it's fucking crazy. It's not easy.
Oh. I heard easy was all like people have notebooks dedicated to this game.
Yeah, and you need a notebook. So, like, the thing is, every time you go into a room in the house, it's like
Okay.
it's like a board game almost. You're drawing from a stack of tiles in the background. So, like, you open a door and it's a new room every day.
Okay.
And sometimes like you get the choice of 3 different blueprints when you open that in the room, and it depends like what doors are available in the room, because like a bedroom will only have like if you open specifically like the queen's bedroom, it's going to be open. You're going to have a door on the north side and a door on the east side. But if you need to go
Okay.
west, too fucking bad. You can't go west now. So it's
Okay.
very it's
So
a cool
when-
mechanic, and I love it a lot.
When you open a room, pull a random tile, is it now stuck in
Mhm.
that place?
Yes, for the day.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. So you're laying out the
Oh,
house
shit.
every
Okay.
single day, and you have a certain amount of steps that you're allowed to take. So you start with 50 steps, and each time you go into a room, that's 1 step, unless there's specific rules about a room. Like if you go into the gymnasium, it's automatically minus 2 steps because it's a gym.
Sure.
If you go into the weightlifting room, you lose half of your remaining steps. Like there's some that have
Oh,
crazy
shit.
penalties. But if you find the guest room, you get an additional 10 steps. Like there's rules and stuff for each
Can
of the
I
different
just say-
rooms.
This sounds like the most Kelsey coded game I've ever heard.
It really fucking is. So I'm going to do a spoiler for one puzzle, which I don't think is a major thing in the grand scheme of things. I
That's
just
fine.
want to tell you how complex this game is.
Because it just
So-
sounds like Mansions of Madness
Yeah.
esque in a game.
Kind
Okay.
of, yeah. I mean you're exploring a house that it changes every single day. Like so when you finish building when you're done with steps, or you're done being able to build because you ran out of doors, like
Okay.
then all you can do is go to bed, and then the next day you wake up, you go back into the hall, you open the door, and now it's a different room, and you're just like rebuilding the house every single day. So
Okay.
there's there's 45 rooms that you can see. It's in a grid that is 9 by 5. And
Okay.
so the 46th room, we know for sure happens when you get off of the like antechamber at the very, very end. So it's the center column all the way at the top, the 9th floor. Not floor, but 9th, like northernmost 9th
Okay.
area.
In the grid.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to talk about this visual game verbally.
Yeah.
So as you're walking around the mansion, every single room, no matter what, not no matter what. So most of the rooms, when you open them, are going to have a picture on the wall. So there's going to be a picture like of an airplane, and it's going to
Okay.
be next to a picture of some blueprints. And then the next time you go into a different room, there's a picture of a lit match, and then there's a picture of like a Christmas tree. It's like, okay, what are these about? And so as you're going between all the different rooms, I started to put together like it seems like they're doing a thing where the pictures are the same, but they're different by a letter. So like the airplane and the blueprints, it's plane and plan. So E is the different letter. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'll write that down. E is different here. And
Okay.
then the next room, it's fire and fur. So
Okay.
E again.
E
We'll write
again.
down the E.
Okay.
And as you're going through all the different rooms, getting the different letters, I was writing down every single pairing of every single thing that I saw and like trying to figure out how the fuck am I supposed to, this is just word salad. And every time I respawn the house, it's different pictures and they're in different rooms every time. And sometimes you'll open a room and there's just like not pictures in it because it's a type of room that doesn't have pictures. Like there's a
Okay.
few different rooms that you can get that just don't have the photos on the wall because they're a room of a specific color or whatever. And it was so frustrating. I'm like, I don't know how to move forward with these puzzles. So we decided, let's write down the puzzles. Let's write down the letters in the grid of the house as they are.
Okay.
So that means that you have to open every single room in order to get every single letter in the puzzle.
Okay.
And it takes a lot of effort to get every single room. Like there's days where you get just 11 rooms and you have to close down because you don't have enough doors left. So
Because you might have
Sucks.
gone through like the weight room or something and lost a whole bunch of steps. So you
Yeah,
so it's
or there's
almost
just not-
roguelite where you could just have a bad
Yes.
pull. It's just a bad luck of the draw. Sucks.
That's exactly what it is. And it took probably 15 different days to get all the letters, and we finally got them. And it did end up spelling out something. So that was satisfying and cool. But it spelled out a clue to a different puzzle that I had already solved. So, like, very
Cool.
frustrating in that part. So I'm like, what? It's an excellent game, and I love what it does with the puzzles. It's very clever, but at times it is too clever. There's stuff that it's doing that I'm like, why is it doing it like this? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's tough. And then I'm also, so we got pretty far with it. Like we opened a couple doors leading to the antechamber, and we found like this secret basement and stuff. And I was like, okay, we must be toward the end of it. And then like you get online just to see where other people are in it. And the game doesn't even really start until you find the 46th room. So I'm like, we're not even 10% of the way into this shit.
Oh my God.
There's
When you
secrets
said
on
that, I
secrets on
went,
secrets. Yeah. And it's not a game where you can like reliably progress either because like you said, it's a roguelite. It just depends on the fucking day.
Yeah.
Like you can go many days,
Oh my God.
many days in a row not getting a new puzzle, and you just end up getting the same shit over and over again. And it's a lot of like banging your head against the wall because I just can't seem to draw the observatory. Like I can't get to that room.
Like, I know what I
And-
want, but just give it.
Yeah, like there's a puzzle that requires you to have 6 distinct different rooms, and I have yet to even pull the 6th room once, much less pull all 6 of them together.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in the game that really like helps you. I mean, there's a couple things that you can get. You can get like a wrench that tunes doors to like, okay, I want to open this door more frequently. But
That's what I was gonna say. Like, is there like a way to like force a room?
there's
Gameplay
ways to
wise.
suggest a room that I have found. No, there may be
To
other things that
suggest
I'm
a
not
room.
finding.
Okay.
Yeah, like now, if you go offer coins at the shrine, like you're more likely to get green rooms that day or something. But like, I don't need that green rooms. I need the red rooms or something. You know, like
Yeah.
there's not a way to reliably go in and be like, okay, when I open this door, it's going to be the workshop, and that's going to be fantastic. Like, I need, I need a way to progress, and I'm getting frustrated with it. I'm like running up against kind of false walls, and that part I'm finding very frustrating with the game. So I'm shelving it for now. I would love to beat this at one day, but the fact that there are people out there with just like notebooks on notebooks of stuff and have not gotten
Well,
even close to beating
That's
it.
what I was gonna ask. How averse are you to like a guide to like push past one little thing?
I'm not averse at all to guides.
Because I
But
was
that's
like,
the problem. It's like you can follow a guide, but the guide will be like, you need to pull these 6 rooms, and I can't pull those 6
you're like,
rooms.
well, motherfucker, that's
I'm
the
tired
problem.
of trying. Yeah, like at what point? Like I've gotten all the different things around the house to make it easier because there's like permanent buffs that you can get, and
Okay.
those are great. You know, get some more steps. Start with a couple more coins, but at the end of the day, if you don't get what you need to
It
get
still
from the
has to
polls,
pull. Yeah.
yeah, if the random generation of it doesn't generate in the way that you need, then you're fucked. And I'm like, man, this game could be so great if there was just like a little bit more tuning on it.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun with it, but it's very frustrating, and I need to put it down and walk away for a little bit.
That's fair. Well, with that exceptionally beefy first half, would you like to
Yes.
put this down for half a second and come right back?
I would.
Okay.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe. You don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner-moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, The Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
If you know, I think you guys know.
Oh yeah.
It's Monster Monday!
Monster Monday.
Oh, dude. Okay. So I was really pissed because I started watching these and I was like real into them. And then you go, we're not recording this week with that stuff. We're doing something else. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm really about these. So I stopped watching them. I didn't finish those 5 and finished them now. And I'm like, man, these were really good. Sorry, spoiler.
Man.
These 5 are fucking good.
I feel like every single time that we come back and we're like, this was a good set of episodes.
Shit, dude. I loved these 5. I mean, like,
I did too.
like, I'm already in the show. But I found myself so reinvigorated into the show on these
Good.
5. I was like, I am like I already thought I was in, but boy, I'm like more in. Like I am just, these 5 were really fucking good.
Yeah.
Closing all these other weird tabs, closing the leg,
Okay.
pulling up the
Close
monster
boots.
episodes. Oh no, they're pulled up over here.
I feel like Monster has a way of, you're so in the show. It's like scuba diving, and then you find a cave and you just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper.
Is this how you feel playing Dredge?
maybe?
You're just like, I thought I'd explored the ocean enough, but there's always something else to find. A new island,
Always more.
a new depth to look at. You know, like there's always
Yeah.
something. Because,
There's
man,
always something, man.
I thought we almost peaked with Braun. But, boy,
Yeah.
his fucking therapist,
Yes,
that guy's
okay,
even
so
better.
old Dr. Reichwein, he is doing some investigating. So his patient, of course, Richard Braun, he goes missing as of last episode and turns up dead. And
Yeah. So it we ended last with the cops going like, hey, do you know this guy? He showed up dead.
yeah.
And then his horrified face.
Yes.
And boom,
And so now we're back. I love the way that he calls in, what's his name? Gillen? His med
Gillen,
school
yes.
buddy.
Yeah.
I love the way he calls him in, and they're just like, they go to his funeral and they're like, there's no fucking cops here. Like, they were sad about it. And I was sad about it too. I really wanted them to like team up and do a buddy cop, like kick some ass kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, watching the psychiatrist kind of piece together some stuff, like he goes to the bar and he's like, he would never get cheap whiskey. Like he always drank
Yeah.
top shelf scotch only. So there's something wrong here, and he wants to dig in further and like figure it out.
That's the shit that people always like. We as people have those details, you know, like we have those things that mean something to us.
Yeah.
And you can't just blanket statement that stuff. Like, you have to go to the people that know them, because it just wouldn't go down that way.
Yes.
Because I love that, like, he just saw the symbol and was like, fuck no. That's not right. That's how I feel about Knives Out. The fact that, you know, like, they swapped the
Yeah.
labels, but she's like, but I know. So I just knew what was right. Like we just know. Like, our instincts are there for a reason. Like, we know that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but we try not to listen to him anymore. And old Reichwein, he was like, nah, I know this guy.
It's like, I know. I understand this man deeply because I've been seeing him for years and years. So Reichwein's on the trail, and then he goes to a train station, and this mysterious hand almost pushes him on the tracks.
Yeah.
That fucked me up. I was like, don't kill our boy.
Well,
So-
then I almost thought, like, was he paranoid? But then
Yeah, I thought that too.
But then he gives okay. So I love that, like, they show like all the like tracking down he's been doing while they show him like running a track in this
Yeah,
gym.
so he stays fit. This dude is like not fucking around. He's a big, portly old man.
He's
but
what, 60 fucking years old?
Yeah, and he's, I mean, built like a bowling ball kind of. But
Yeah. But like he
he-
stays fit. You
yeah,
know?
he's all about his health.
So yeah, this guy almost pushes him on, and I thought like, oh, you know, he's just getting like spooked. But this guy's running away, and he gives fucking chase and chases some dude
Absolutely.
around town.
Yeah, and then like finds him at a bar and confronts him face to face. He's like, "Why you had to push me on the tracks?" I was like, "This guy is so fucking brave."
Because
he's
I was
not
like,
like a
I was like, what if he really wasn't still?
Yeah,
What if
I
that was
know.
a guy who happened to be running away from something else? But then
This
he's like,
show
oh,
has
well,
a
they
way of,
paid
like-
me to.
Yeah. This show has a way of really like making you question what's real too, especially after the whole Detective Braun arc when he kept seeing that ghost. Like, was it
Yeah.
a ghost? Was it a real thing? We don't
Yeah.
really know. So
I was gonna say, because and then you brought it up when Tenma got picked up by those cops. Were they real cops? How did they know he was there? And we
The
questioned
paranoia.
it. You know,
oh my god, it's so good.
you are right.
And then he gets
That is something they excel at. That and Foley work.
Yeah. Of course, yes. Watching him get beat up though really hurt me in my heart.
It did not hurt my heart, because then he turned around and just goes like, "Are you fucking done?" And then wrecks those two guys. I was like, "Oh my
Yes.
god, this guy's the best."
It was incredible. I love I love this character so much, and
Oh my God.
I have been worried for him over the course of the last few episodes because I don't remember what happens to him. To be
Okay,
honest,
good, because I was gonna say, like, do you know, like, can I bank on the fact that I'm gonna have this guy?
I hope so.
Because he
But,
is so smart. So like
he
right
really
after all
is.
that, dude, all this is in the first episode. This
I
feels
know
like
the
so
first
much.
episode is amazing. This is an excellent episode because it has that way of just it builds the tension and it does not let up.
Yeah.
The whole time it's just like foot on the gas.
And all the time he's doing that, he's still seeing normal patients, and I love how they see I've started to know, like, the show's drip feeding you everything you're gonna need.
Yes,
Might
it
need
is.
it this episode, might need it later. But he's still doing his therapy work, and there's this one lady complaining about her husband, and, you know, she shows up like 2-3 times, and then finally he's like, what if I just talk to him? And she's like, cool,
Yeah.
I'll set up an appointment for him to come see you. And you're like, cool, that sounds normal, you know. And at the same time, his secretary keeps leaving this door unlocked.
Yeah, and the
And
window
you're all like,
unlocked.
whatever, like, forgetful secretary, whatever, right? But then they just bring in at the last second. He's like, oh yeah, time to see that husband guy. You can take off early, secretary. Things will be fine here. I'll go ahead and see this guy. And it's motherfucking Roberto.
Of course it is.
Fucking
God.
guy that killed our stepdad, who was going to hang out with the son for the first time. Guy trying to kill Ava. This dude is like Johan's. He is the guy that takes your taste of sugar away. This guy sucks,
Yeah.
man. He's a good hitman.
He really is.
He's
And
a good hitman. He's really good.
he's very efficient. And like the way that he kind of knows that he has our psychiatrist cornered, he's like just opening up. He's like, yeah, I'm a hitman. What are you going to do about it? How do you feel now? Like,
Yeah.
you have to carry this weight with you. What's that going to do to you?
And our guy, Reichwein, plays it so deliciously, man.
Oh my God, it's
He
perfect.
plays it so good. Oh, I'm thirsty. Maybe I'm going to get some tea. You want some tea? I'm going to go make some. All to know I'm going to get close to that door she forgets to lock. And also use this boiling tea to fucking escape with. And he does. He throws that
was
water at him.
So smart.
Oh, yeah, this dude is great. So then he's running away. Roberto steps out on the fucking fire escape thing, I guess. And he's lining up that shot. He's going to get this old man. And I was like, by the way, old man, run on the outside of the stairs.
I
Because, of course, you
know,
can
he's,
see
like,
the inside of the
pointing
fucking
down.
stairs.
Right.
I would be so good at escaping somebody, man. But yeah, so like he's right on the inside holding the railing. Damn it. You don't need to hold the outside railing. Other hand. But whatever.
Whatever.
And then Roberto's got it lined up. He's gonna fucking kill him, but then choom, somebody shoots at Roberto, and you're like, what the fuck? And here's
the
that
fuck is
gun-toting
that?
Tenma!
It's
Gun-toting
Tenma!
Tenma! Oh, dude, what an ending that was. And I was like, this is the first one? Oh, I'm gonna watch the rest of these. And got through a pretty good chunk of them.
Yeah. That episode is one of my favorites that we've had so far.
That's a good one.
Oh, and the personal ad that Willem puts out because they're looking for Tenma. They need to find
Oh,
him.
yeah.
And he puts out the personal ad that's like, let's talk about our memories of cheating. Like, how
Yeah.
fucking clever is that? I love that.
I just love that Tenma's like actually getting the paper and seeing this stuff.
Yes. I know. He
And
reads the paper. He's a very
I
well-read
keep forgetting, because, you know, the show takes place in the 90s, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or late 80s, I think.
Yeah, we're not going to have cell phones. So,
Yeah.
like, isn't it weird that that is the only way we had room to get in touch with some people like that sometimes? It's just hope
Yeah.
you happen to read my ad one day.
A wing and a prayer, man.
You know what I mean? That's so nuts to me.
I
And so,
know.
yeah, that's the only reason Tenma showed up, because he wanted to ask about, hey, what's up with this message? So, that's 30. 30 comes to a close. The next one was kind of more like laying it all up. I don't think a lot happened in
Yeah.
this one.
I just really liked the atmosphere of this episode. Like, again, my worry for Reichwein, because he is being put up now in a safe house, right? Or no,
Yeah.
Reichwein arranged for Tenma to live in a safe house, and
Yes,
he and Gillen
which
are
is like
trying to
above
figure
a-
out like what's
a
going
bar.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
and poor Tenma, you get to watch him like. I don't think that's in this episode. That might be later when he like goes down to the bar to eat and just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next episode. But yeah, so this episode, we get to see Tenma kind of reluctant to go after Johan, and Reichwein
Yeah.
can sense that, and he's like, why is he so reluctant? Like, maybe something is going on here. And then we see Dieter also kind of have a little bit of a mini breakdown, which was so sad because
I know.
He shows up to Reichwein and is like, please don't let Tenma be a killer. And he starts crying. Poor sweet Dieter.
This one was all about like how serious Reichwein's taking this and how much he's willing to push it. The fact that he has like all this kind of set up in case of shit, like why do you have a safe room like on hand? Why do you
What's his background? Like,
have these favors that you can call in from these people to let him stay up there? Like, what is the deal? This dude is like prepared for something.
He used to be a border patrol agent, so I think he just kind of like he lets that slip after he's like beating up those thugs. He's like, I used to be a border patrol agent, and stuffs his face into the bricks. Yeah. So he's like war hardened, you know. He's got the paranoia on him.
Yeah. And then like what, Tenma like left and was like, I'm just gonna go like do this on my own. He kind of like left everybody high and dry.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go buy a big fucking gun, and goes to buy a big sniper rifle.
Yeah, and he's like, maybe that's in the next one. Yeah, that is in the next one, where he's like using the little periscope and like tracking him down with all the kids.
Yeah.
And he's like, so 31 is all like the setup. Like, he has a place to live, which is nice. Tenma has like a little bit of stability for the moment, which I'm into. Like, man fucking needs it.
He does.
And then, yeah, he just decides to like go full in. Because what, like, he feels held back by Dieter, because he's like, I'm just gonna go do this alone. And he just like,
I think that he just
fucks off.
I think it's a combination of a few things, because he doesn't want Dieter to see him be a killer, right?
To become
like, he doesn't
that.
want
Yeah,
he doesn't want to affect Dieter in that way. And he also probably, if Dieter was around, he probably wouldn't do it. Like, Dieter would stop him. So it's a couple things.
I don't know if Dieter would stop him, honestly. Well,
I think he would, because he was so upset.
Yeah.
I think Dieter would probably take the gun and try to kill this guy himself.
Maybe. So that one's kind of whatever. Then we get into the next one, 32.
But also, we get to see Lunge in this episode, 31. Yeah. Lunge comes back, and Gillen talks to him, and he's like, you and your stupid fucking fingers, you and your typing, like, all you remember is whatever you input into your head. And what if you input things in your head that are wrong? Have you ever considered that? Yeah. Big galoot. And Lunge is like, you know what? I never have considered that. And I never will, because Tenma is guilty, and I'm super convinced about it. So this was the first episode where... I know. He's so entertaining to watch, but my God, he's like a dog with a bone. He won't let it fucking go.
Yeah.
This was the first episode where I started to imagine. We've talked before about how I don't think it's necessary to recreate animated things in live action. Like, animated things exist as animated for a reason. But with this show, can you imagine if they did like a really atmospheric, gritty HBO drama series? That would be so good. I would love to see Monster as a live action.
I'm about to fuck your world up.
Oh my God, please.
There was supposed to be a live action monster show being developed by HBO.
What?
And helmed by Guillermo del Toro.
No. What happened?
But considering the fact it's been almost 9 years since we heard that, is it safe to assume this won't happen? Is the question right here. Could you imagine?
I could imagine.
Could you imagine? Guillermo del Toro would kill that shit.
He really would.
Ugh. Oh, dude. So apparently, Guillermo del Toro is the one that showed interest in adapting it, and it just didn't pan out.
Man.
As some might know, he has an immense enthusiasm for the anime medium in general. However, things don't always go as planned. The idea was put to a hard stop for a certain reason, but he's still searching for a way to make it a reality.
Ugh.
So, like, he's trying, but, I mean, he also was full-blown gung-ho, ready to do Hellboy 3. And studios didn't let it happen. So, like, who the fuck is stopping this?
I know. Yeah, he should make his own fucking studio.
Who is wrong here? Someone's wrong here. You know? Oh, man. But so that question was in a post from 3 years ago, and then it said since it's been 9 years, so that's like 12 years ago this was a thing.
That sucks. I want that. I hope it comes back around. I'm gonna write Guillermo a letter.
What exactly happened to his initial idea? I would love to know. Okay. He pitched a proposal to HBO showing his commitment to the project. He even managed to develop a few episodes
What?
as well. However,
They
due to
exist?
resistance from the network channel, his dream failed to take off. But holding on to the fact that of his enthusiasm, he is looking to still do it in the future. So, like, there's, like, rough cuts that exist out there somewhere. Who the
love
fuck's in
that.
them? What are they like? How's the Foley work? You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is crazy. If this does come true, then Guillermo del Toro's live-action monster would offer the opportunity to enlarge the series' fan base by taking advantage of the current rise of live-action anime adaptations. But yeah, it
We
just
should do a full
it's just never
fan
fucking gone
cast.
anywhere. A what?
A full fan cast, you and I. Like, pick our favorite actors and shit for, like, who we would
Yeah.
want to play the people. I would love to do that.
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Pin that
back at
for another
Monster.
one. Anyway, yeah. So fuck. So that is a reality somewhere. 32. I really like that one. I love that one.
I feel
Because-
so bad for Lota in this one. Like,
Yeah.
we're back with Carl and Lota in this one. So, Lota, we open on her being like, "Hey, Carl, do you want to go to a dance with me?" And he's like, "I'm too busy with my dear old dad.
I have dad now.
Um,
I don't have use for you. I'm rich
I
now.
don't need girlfriend. I've got father." So, Nina.
But you kind of get the feeling that it's because, you know, Johan's pushing a lot of stuff. So, like, he's like having to be around to, like, do stuff for dad because of all these plans. Like, Johan is just pushing forward. And he's just
there's like
taking care of
important
your old
political
dad.
goings on.
Yeah.
So Lota fills her time instead by going to the library and doing more research on Margot Langer. And then she sees our best friend Nina hanging out at the
Mhm.
library too.
And she's all
And-
like, dang, that good looking girl's in the library? Maybe I'm not as big a loser as I think.
What is going on with Lota, by the way? Like, she goes up to Nina and they have a conversation, you know, about Margot Langer. She's like, "Oh, you're researching her too? Oh my God, let's be best friends." And they go to dinner and they talk about their research notes. And then Lota is like, "You're so pretty and I love you so much. Will you go to the dance with me?"
Yeah, she just
What is
goes
happening?
full-blown bi panic when she sees
Yeah.
Nina.
I mean, who wouldn't? Nina's gorgeous. But like, yeah, so they go to the dance and she's just like, "Okay, Nina, go ahead, get a boy. I just want your leftovers." It's so weird.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird.
Poor Lota. She doesn't know what to do with herself. And then this fucking drunk dude, old drunk Constantine, comes up and is just like, "Oh, Lota, I love you. Let's do one dance, please. I need to do one dance." And Lota's like, "No, fuck off. You're drunk and gross and I don't like you." And he just keeps pushing her and pushing her. And he's like, "Carl will only pay me if I dance with you." So it's like not another teen movie situation.
Yep. That's exactly how I felt. The whole like, well, I bet you won't. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And see,
And then we get to see.
I don't even think that's real.
don't think that's real?
I feel like that's some Johan bullshit. I bet like Johan's planting these things to make it so that she gets driven away. There's no way Carl would have been like, "Can you just go do this?" He's way too busy with fucking dad. Johan probably said,
and Carl's too nice.
he probably would have been like, hang on, let me channel my Johan. He would have been like, "Carl, you should probably do something nice for that young girl. You should probably get her
God.
a date for the dance." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, that's probably a good idea." And just casually said, "You should go dance with her." And then Johan probably in the back is like, "We'll pay you."
Yeah. Oh my God.
I totally didn't
absolutely
buy
right.
that and was like, this is a Johan plant. Somehow this is Johan at work.
Yeah.
Carl's not going to do that. Carl's just not going to do that. He's your like oblivious guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like
just your
he
sweet
literally
boy.
just doesn't understand she likes him
Yeah.
because he doesn't think people like him. He didn't think his own dad would like him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
He is oblivious.
No. There's no
Um,
way he fucking paid that guy. It did not happen.
But
Johan did
regardless,
this
Nina
somehow.
did kick his ass about it, and that was the best thing.
It was dope.
I love watching her just like fucking judo throw him and get him on the ground, pin him down.
And then they're just like, let's just run at this bar. Okay,
Yeah, and then
bye.
they leave. They're so sweet together. Like, I want them to be best friends because she has a moment where she's like, why does nobody like me? And cries in Nina's arms. And then Nina
Yeah.
looks up at the stars and is like, it's a sad, sad world we live in. It's just, they definitely need to go have a dinner together.
Yeah. So then we cut to Tenma, and he.
Yes.
So last time we talked about Monster, we said that Johan's got like the group of kids, and he's like running something, and they were all
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I want to be a villain too," and they're all like in this
Mhm.
park or whatever. Well, Tenma goes to this forest, and he watches him like every day, and when he bought the sniper rifle in the last episode, the guy was all like, the way this reloads and the kick and all this stuff, basically,
Mhm.
you will have one shot to make this work. So whatever you're
Yeah.
trying to kill, sir, you need to be good the first time. So he's like
Yeah.
plotting this thing with his little distancer. He's making sure
Yes.
about everything, getting ready to fucking kill him. And this old man walks by and he's like, "You're here all the fucking time. This is my
Thursday's a great day for
forest."
birds. Just
Yeah.
like watching birds.
And then you get like the saddest fucking shit ever, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Because he like, I don't know what, like, kind of has like a mini heart attack or something.
I don't know. He like falls and hurts his leg, and Tenma just happens to find this old man like crumpled up on a tree in the forest, and is like, "Well, shit, there's my bird watching friend. I better help him out." And so he bandages him up, and then the guy wakes up, and he's just like super sad. He's like, "I'm trying to make amends with this forest because, like, he." Well, he tells the story kind of in third person. He's like, there once was
Yeah.
a young boy who used to love birds, and the birds would come down and land on his shoulders and his hands, and he loved them so much. And then the young boy grows up to become part of the SS. He's a fucking Nazi.
Yep.
And this this episode was a hard watch in these days, man. So he tells him the story about how he was a Nazi and he was like told to go to the woods to chase down this vicious criminal, and he catches up to him and he learns that it's just an innocent foreigner, which
Yeah.
like, if you guys aren't paying a fucking attention right now, there's a lot of ICE raids happening throughout the country wherein innocent foreigners who are at times American citizens are being treated as vicious criminals. And because this guy's a Nazi, good soldiers follow orders. What does
I mean,
he do?
you do
He
what you're
shoots this
told.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he kills him in the woods, and like since then the birds have not landed on this man. They're like,
Yeah. And he's like an old man now. So it's been like 40, 50 years
yeah,
that he's felt
And-
horrible for what he's done trying to
Right.
win back these birds.
And as Tenma is like packing up his doctor kit, like after having fixed this man up, a little bird flies down and lands on Tenma's arm and is just hanging out watching them. And the man gets to see the bird and he talks to him and he's like, "I love you, little bird, and I promise no blood will ever be shed in this forest again." And Tenma's like, "God damn it.
Yeah,
Just need to
stupid
do this fucking murder."
bird. Making me reconsider what I'm doing here. But I mean, it was a good story, and it was a good Tenma thing, because like it did feel like he's getting lost in the sauce. Like he abandoned Dieter
Yes.
to go on this like revenge mission. Like he's doing all this stuff. So he's like,
Yeah.
you know what? Actually, I am overstepping a bit. I need to reconsider how I'm going about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he needed. It was good for him there.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So, by the way, these 3 episodes ending unchanged. The
Yes.
next 2 brand new ending. And for
Right.
some reason, I had a grand epiphany about this ending.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hear it.
Kind of. So that's where that one ends. 33, we pick up with him in the woods again. It just kind of like recaps the whole thing about how the birds land on him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, okay. So also, random big voice actors again. I'll tell you about that in this one, because like going like, why do I know this person? And I knew him from the weirdest fucking places.
Okay.
So for some reason now, he's with Reichwein, right? Dieter's with
We open up
Reichwein still.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
Requine comes to see this kid in the hospital, right? And because he got caught like playing a game wherein
it
he fell
opens
off.
up. Yeah, so it opens up with all these newspaper clippings, which the subtitles were really fucking hard to read.
Yes, they were.
Okay, but I read them. So it was all like series of falling boys, like sweep city. It was like, are these accidents or murder? And it was
Okay.
like, another boy has fallen. Coincidence? And it's basically saying like all these little boys are falling off of rooftops, and one was like city to reinforce all rooftops and make sure railings are good. It was like all this stuff, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then so Reichwein's visiting one of them, and he's like, Dieter, don't fucking go in there and don't talk to this kid. His mom is a wreck, and just leave him alone. Don't bother him. And what's Dieter
Yep.
do? Fucking walk in there and bother him.
Immediately goes in there.
And then it got chilling, man. This one was
Yeah.
great, too.
This was
But
a
by
good
the way,
episode.
Martin, that kid, I'm like,
Yeah.
why the fuck do I know you? And it's Amy Rose from all the Sonic shows and stuff, for some reason.
Okay,
I was like,
awesome.
okay, cool. Amy's in this. Nice. So, yeah. Dieter's hanging out with this kid, and this kid's just a fucking little badass, I guess.
Just a
'Cause he's
creepy
just
little
like,
lunatic.
Hey, shut up. Grab my shoes. Because I'm a chosen one. And you're all like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? And he has, like, no fear. He just, like, goes, come on, Dieter, we're
Walks.
walking in the street. And he just walks
into
in the street.
traffic.
Yeah.
And
He's
the
like,
cars
I'm
are all like honking and stopping.
I'm chosen. Nothing's going to happen. Let's go, Dieter. Let's move. And so you find out the game all these fucking kids are playing is they get on the edge of a rooftop and they close their eyes and then walk towards each other. And it doesn't
Yes,
matter
much
if
like-
you fall or not. It just matters that you live.
Yes. And if you recall, Johann was doing that on the rooftop when he was talking to Carl that one time. Just like walking
Yes.
along the edge with his
That's
fucking
right.
eyes closed. So,
And
yeah, he's telling all the kids to do that now.
then Martin said before he even got out of the bed, he told me that if I came back, like meaning like if I fall off the roof but I live, if I come back, I'm a chosen one.
Yeah.
Something like that. And so
And not only
basically
that,
you
but,
find
like-
out. Yeah.
The world is different when you survive this game.
Yeah.
And he fucking assaults a hobo in the park. Like, he knocks this guy down and puts his like crutch to his
Yes.
face and makes this man cry. And he's just like, I have the power over you. I'm chosen and you're nothing.
And you're
and
lucky.
in that moment,
I let you live.
yeah, in that moment you could like see the poison of Johann just like seeping through this kid.
Yeah.
They draw Martin so scary. Like, he's so creepy.
Yeah, and they don't mention it really. Like, you don't know who he is. I mean, like, we know who
Of
it
course.
is. But,
Yeah.
like, he keeps saying, well, he told me this. He told me about this game. And then he's all like, well, Dieter, you need to see. You need to see it to know. So come
Yeah.
with me.
And
so
if you
they're-
can't see it, then you're just stupid.
Yeah. So they go up to the top of this building. Let me make sure of what happens first. Okay, cool. Yeah. So they go up to the top of this building, and he's like, this is the game. Like, you do this, so let's play.
Mhm.
And then Dieter proves that his game is broken. He's like, no, it's all the things you have to look forward to that are good. Like,
Yeah.
like I just had this food for the first time. If I play this, I'll never eat it again. I love
I was
soccer.
crying watching that.
I'll never be able to play soccer again. And then he fucking, and then I didn't until he goes, and Tenma told me tomorrow is going to be a good day.
I know.
And I might never see Tenma again. And so then the kid starts to fall. And he's like, I'm falling, which I thought was kind of dumb.
Yeah, the wind like blows him for roughly 45 seconds. And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna fall for forever.
So then Dieter catches him and pulls him up. And since the kid got scared, he realizes I'm not as good as I thought I was going to be because I shouldn't be scared of it, of dying.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm not him. I'm never going to be Johann. And I'm like, name drop. There we go. And then I saw Dieter's face. He's like, what the fuck did you just say? Did you say Johann? And then he's like, and I'm not even playing the scary game. He says he's playing the scary game because some Japanese man's going to shoot him in like a couple days. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
I loved that little like bit of lore drop because we know
Yeah.
now that Johan not only knows that Tenma is after him and is going to shoot him, but it's a game to him. That's chilling.
But
he's just like
it's
cat and
almost that
mouse.
he's, but no, it sounds like he knows that he's planning that outcome.
Johan's planning
like-
that Tenma could shoot him.
I think the plan is I die by Tenma, but then what's the agenda? What's the game? So okay, I'll take it. Like, I hate to go there, but it's the only place I can go with it. It's Batman Joker shit. Joker wants Batman to kill him. He wants that because it proves I can break the mold.
Oh,
Batman
yeah.
won't break his rules. He won't hurt people. Well, he'll hurt people. He won't kill people. But if I can get him to do it to me, that proves what I've been saying all along. So it's
That's
not
exactly
about his
what
life.
it is.
It's the principle. It's the moral. It's the idea. I'm proving the idea.
Because it goes back to the genesis of it, where he's like, Tenma, you saved me when I was a kid and got shot in
Yeah.
the head. And look what you did. Look at what
Yeah.
your saving me has wrought. I have done all these terrible things, killed all these people, introduced all these horrible concepts into the world, and you did that. So
Yep.
are you going to keep letting this happen, or are you going to take me out?
That is the whole thing. Okay. Gonna have to go back to him. I fucking love this movie, dude. I never expected to love this movie the way that I do. But when we were at Comic-Con and they showed us Under the Red Hood, this Batman movie thing, the whole premise is Joker takes that Robin and like beats the shit out of him and kills him. Like he dies.
Okay.
But then he gets revived and he blames Batman saying like, you could have saved me. And really, you could have saved me by not letting this guy keep doing the things that he does. So I want you to prove that you love me by ending this man. And if you won't, I will take the actions you won't ever take. Those are big ideas. Those are big principles. See,
Yeah.
that's what made me start liking Batman. I don't really care for him or the villains. It's always the big ideas that they introduce. I love those fucking big ideas. And this is scratching that itch for me. Because, yeah, that's the thing. You did that, and I'm glad you put it in those words. Because that's what I was thinking about the end credits thing.
Okay.
Which I'll bring up. But so, yeah, I think he's planning to die. By
Okay.
Tenma. And then
Yeah.
for some reason in this episode, I almost thought that wasn't Johan.
Really?
I was like, is this guy a fake Johan and like a plot by the real Johan? But then that immediately gets disproven in the next episode. So I don't know why I was thinking that, because I was like, is it deeper? I don't remember what led me there.
Okay.
But so
maybe
on
it was
top
the
of
part in
that-
the library.
That was part of it.
Okay.
Oh, I think that is why. And I'll get into that. But so the whole thing was
Okay.
he was talking to the kid that lived from Martin and his roof playing game, and he's like, Mom's got me grounded and I can't play anything. So he's like, oh, I'll find you a book and you can have some fun or whatever. And if you notice, when he's in that, okay, so I don't know why this is a plot device, but it might be. Johan's getting Carl to have his rich daddy, what's his name again?
Shuvald.
Shuvald, to donate his massive library of antique books, Latin books, to this library.
Yes.
Something's up with this.
So when they go to the library, I'm going to say how I thought of this scene, and then you can let me know if this is how you thought of it. Are you tying your shoe right now?
No, there was something in my sock.
Okay, I'm like, are you wearing shoes?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Anyway, so they're at the library, the University of Munich library, and Johann
Yes.
is kind of like looking around the room, and he looks up at a spot on the stairs, and I think he can read somehow, like, not that he's seeing the future, but he can, like, read Tenma's thoughts and be like, if Tenma is hunting me down, he's going to snipe me, and I'm going to be here at this big event for the University of Munich. Tenma can shoot me from up there on that railing. Because he has a moment where he stares up at that railing and, like, for a very long time
And
looks at
see,
it.
I read it as he just knows the end of his game. I didn't think it was like Tenma would be there. It's like that's where I've planned everything to take place.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's
Yeah.
planning
Oh,
Tenma's
yeah.
plan.
Yeah. Like
He's
like,
two steps
oh yeah,
ahead of him.
this is where I've planned for all this to come to a close. It's right
Right.
here. Because he even says like, so this is where it'll happen. Something like that.
Yeah.
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 Like
And
he
I mean,
said
that could be
something to
taken
that
to-
effect.
It could be taken to be, you know, like, oh, this is where the whole university thing is going to happen. Like, the party's going to be here. But, like, no, it's
Oh,
where
no,
the
no, no,
death
no, no,
is
no.
going to happen.
Yeah, we definitely meant this is where I die.
Yeah.
Which has me bothered because I'm like, half the show is left.
Mm-hmm.
We can't be that close to the end. Because it
It
feels
gets-
like we're getting close to the end of him.
Oh,
you
bro,
know.
it gets so weird. Okay.
Okay. So
So-
anyway, that, and this is why I think I thought he was a fake Johan. But so he goes up and he's looking for the book he said he'd get for that kid.
Mhm.
And when the librarian drops all the books, I swear to fucking God, one of those books has that monster dude from the ending on it.
Oh, yeah?
I swear to fucking God. But then that's not the book that he chose. There was a different book that he picked up later. And anyway, he looks at a book, freaks out, and passes out.
Yeah, he has, like, some kind of episode. Like, he starts screaming and, like, shaking, and it's
Yeah.
weird. Like, it's a very un-Johan-like behavior.
Yeah, like some deep trauma unearthed in him.
Yeah, like,
And then
something.
that episode ended.
Yes.
So then in the next one, so I was thinking, was that some type of brainwashing? And like, this guy is not Johan, but someone programmed to be Johan. And maybe that was unearthing
Oh.
something in him, right?
That might be something, yeah. That's an interesting
Maybe.
thought.
So, but that gets disproven first line of the next one.
Yeah.
But
Because,
I think we got to go to the end credits thing now because this is where it changes.
Okay.
And this was my thought, and you kind of basically proved it for me.
okay.
So now the ending is we had the monster get sucked into the big farmer guy. He lifted the tree,
Uh-huh.
and then the monster head popped out, and the kids are running away.
Yes.
Well, now the monster has jumped out of him and is being sucked into a new person where it pops into the monster head. Then it gets sucked into a new third person, and the monster head pops out again. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay. So I kind of was thinking my thought, which was maybe this isn't the real Johan. There is this Johan that is infecting new people, becoming the new Johan.
Okay.
But then I was like, I don't like that. That doesn't make sense. I was like, I think it's the monster is the ideas that Johan gives people,
Yeah.
like these children, and so that's his ideas infecting the person, and what they become from that idea having entered them.
Yeah, I'm along the same lines of thinking for that. I still don't really
Yeah, okay.
connect what the hell the monster is doing. Like, lifting logs, yay, that's good. The children were celebrating. Why is he carrying a pair of shoes? And then he gets, like, a crossbow. not really sure what's happening.
Well, I think that was just because it was the different people. Like it infected a cobbler, then it was just like some like soldier person. But it's this
Okay,
idea of
yeah.
just the idea is infecting people of all creeds, all
Yeah.
statuses. This monster is infecting the ideas. Oh wow, damn, fuck, we're going all Trump cultish here now. Same kind of bullshit.
Here we go.
But like it's how it's these ideas are infecting basically everyone at large.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
how I'm taking it now. Like I don't think these lives are ending when the monster head pops out. I think it's just saying like they have now succumbed to those monstrous ideas.
Yeah.
Is how
I
I'm
like
taking
that
it now.
interpretation. It's very
And
good.
maybe the farmer lifting the tree branch, that's Johan. That's the original person that the monster infected. And that's the one that everybody holds in such high regard as that hero.
Okay.
And maybe when they see the true monster inside, the disciples run away kind of idea.
Yeah.
But so that's what I was getting from the ending, is like, this is the ideas that he spouts infecting more people. That's what I'm taking.
All right.
But then we disprove that Johan is not a fake Johan, because right after he's like, oh yeah, they said you collapsed in the thing, and they said you had a weird scar on your head from some surgery, and I was like, okay, that's just Johan then.
That's Johan. Yeah.
Clearly just him, because no one else is going to have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, well, fake Johan theory, out the window. Trash can. Throw it away. Gone. Back to normal Johan.
Yeah. And then the hospital scene ends pretty quickly, and we get the random... Every time they go to the brothel, they do this transition where it's like Polaroids of titties going by. And it jars me every single time. I'm like, what's happening?
This scene was long. Because I kind of found myself going like, why is she telling me all this exposition?
It was very long. Yeah.
Like, I felt like, I guess it's not really random, because I think she's part of why Johan's doing what he's doing. Like, because she even said, like, I paid you to do this stuff. Like, she started him on some idea.
We meet up with Margot Langer here, and he's talking to her. And
well, quote unquote, Margot Langer.
Yes, exactly.
The lady from like 8 episodes ago who was like, I just let Shuvald call me that. I don't care how he spends his money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do love that they call her the Red Hindenburg in this one. That was very entertaining.
So, well, because she changes her name, because he goes, oh, you're going by this now. And then she has a third name, which was like the Blue
Sophie.
Yeah, so like, I think she just keeps changing her identity to keep out of the limelight for too long.
I think she's like a woman of opportunity, and she seems like the type of person who has lots of secrets and lots of people that she knows. Like, she's always informed. She reminds me kind of Mama, the warden from Chicago, almost. Like, she's in control all the time, and she knows who knows what.
Well, because I feel like she's, I mean, basically the proprietor or the owner of all the ladies that go out and work. So that is a lot of information that can come back to her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're the feelers, quote unquote.
Can I mention just for a second all the little sex workers he walks by on his way up to the Red Hindenburg? Because, like, he walks by a junkie who's like, I need a fix, and he just leaves her alone. And then he walks by, like, this random woman just blowing a tiny trumpet in the back alley. Did that tickle you as much as it tickled me?
That was weird.
And then, like, the creepy lady just holding a cluster of balloons, like,
who, like,
sitting
never
on the stairs.
even looked at him. She just looks so sad, just because, like, I think
ahead.
he actually, like, says hi to her, and she just doesn't react.
Yeah, just a weird
I feel bad for this lady.
atmosphere and vibe. But yeah, so we have Margot Langer here trying basically to blackmail Johan now, because I think she's used to blackmailing powerful men, because she's in a position to do so. And this time she has gone too far, bitten off more than she can chew, and she doesn't realize it yet.
That's fair. And then she just, like, gave us, like, the entire backstory to what is going on with her. That I think she had Margot Langer killed. Is how I interpreted that. Of sorts.
To be honest, I zoned out a little bit during this part, because I was like, I'm not
kidding, guys. She just, like, kept going, and I remember, like, I looked at my phone and went like, is she still going?
It's at least a 5-minute scene where she's just, like, talking, and that it's just a monologue, and
it was unprompted, which is what bothered me. I was like, who asked you to tell me all this? Because you said that you're working with Johan, so he already knows all this then.
Yeah,
because he's apparently working for you. He should be aware of all this. But whatever.
You would think. I don't know, but
it didn't make a lot of sense.
She keeps talking about and referring to the guy that she has, like, her boyfriend, just in the closet, just hanging out waiting, and keeps, like, just, like, knocking on the door in response to whatever she says.
Yeah.
And so at the end of her whole, like, speech, basically, she's like, okay, so now I'm blackmailing you, and Johan pretty much just stands up and is like,
no,
you're not. walks out the door. And she has a gun pointed at his head. Like, I don't know if it's loaded or not. Maybe she's bluffing. But Johan's not afraid of it because Johan's not afraid of anything. So he just like turns heel and walks out. And then her boyfriend comes out of the closet, and who is it?
I'm not gonna lie, I gasped. I fucking gasped. I literally did.
Roberto!
Because she goes, honey. And yep, it's good old Roberto. And I went, oh, fuck, this lady's dead.
Yep, and instantly, just boom, one to the back of the head, and that's that.
So, yeah, that happens. And then we cut to, I fucking love this part, dude.
Yes.
I already said it. I'll say it again. When Tenma does doctor shit, I cry.
I know. I'm just like,
Just
I'm in it
flat
with
out.
him.
So Tenma basically is just waiting to see a local doctor because she responded to the Red Hindenburg's crime scene, essentially.
Yes.
And so he's waiting, and it's like all these people, and also kind of like stuff now. Like there's people that don't have health care. They aren't documented. They can't go to a real hospital. And so there's this person that helps those people out, kind of thing.
Yes.
You know? It was feeling very timely. Still, this show.
Yes.
From 11 years ago, by the way. This one alone was from 2004.
And
Okay.
it's not even like from 2004. It's about shit that happened back in the 80s, you know? Like it's timeless.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It just happens over and over and over again.
So he's just waiting to ask her a question, but there's a lot of people there. And I remember one time with my brother, because he didn't have insurance and he broke something. We went to Parkland at like
Oh my God.
5 or 6 in the morning, and we finally got seen at 8 p.m. that night. That
is the Parkland experience.
And that's basically what these people are doing. Like, they have nowhere to go. It's not like you're really... I mean, the best... It's first come, first serve. Sorry that you're really hurt, but this person was here first. They get treated first. That's just the way it goes.
There's, like, kids with broken arms in the waiting room. Like, somebody's got appendicitis. They're all just, like, hanging out, waiting their turn, because it is one doctor in there. And Tenma senses, I think, the overwhelm that's happening behind the door. And opens the door and sees this young woman, like, alone doing surgery on a guy, like sewing up a busted leg. And I love the way that he just, like, gently gives her a pointer and she's like, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. He's like, no, I really do. Like, you're going to need to fix that leg or it's going to be really bad.
And she can, like, hear, like, that absoluteness. She's like, all right, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she has to undo her suture, put a tube in his leg so that an abscess doesn't grow. And it just made me think, like, dude, you know, like, so many scenarios and so many things that could happen to the human body. Like, he is so brilliant, Tim. I love this guy, dude. But so, there's your voice actor number 2. In this one, I was like, I know that fucking voice actress. Who is this?
Yeah. Who is that?
It's Sailor Moon.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's legit Sailor Moon.
Incredible.
I was like, yep, I've seen like 4 seasons of you. Got it. We're good now. But yeah, so we learn not only is she like the only doctor taking care of these people, she is 7 fucking teen.
Yeah, she's a child, like a little baby, and she's doing all this, and she's been awake for 2 days in a row, just operating and helping and suturing and doing everything by herself. Like, because she's the definition of burnout.
What happened? Her dad was a doctor, and because he was an immigrant, got murdered.
Yup.
And she got thrown into foster care, and she runned away and came back to become town doctor. Nut stuff. Like, nut stuff.
I know.
So, yeah, she passes out, and then Ten was like, oh, you're up. I took care of everybody. They're gone.
Yes.
Like,
I wonder how long she was out for.
Everybody. I mean, like, probably 4 or 5 hours, easily.
Yeah. I'm assuming
there was a lot of people and a lot of problems.
Like, ton of people with big problems. And
so
I
just loved that. That was so good. And then she gives that backstory, and then, man, then show kicks into hyperdrive again, and that's when I start crying.
Like it does.
So, yeah, this kid literally comes busting in with his mom. She falls in there and she's like, yeah, I was shot, but I walked here. And then that kid, like, is just like, save my mommy, save my mommy. And I was like,
It's heartbreaking.
that shit that's happening right now.
I know.
With these people right now. Like, I just heard about somebody, like, a whole family got tear gassed about some shit. And, you know,
Yeah.
did you hear that they're pulling kids out of foster care right now?
What the fuck is wrong with
If they
our
are
country?
not documented and are here for just whatever fucking reason, like they're walking into the foster house, grabbing that kid by the arm, throwing them back. It's like nuts
It's
right
horrible. It's
now. And that's how I felt. So, like, let's say in this scenario, this mom got shot, and so this kid is now left. This kid already has nothing, and you're just gonna pick him up by the arm and throw him to more nothing when he was
Yeah.
in foster care. Now we're talking real life stuff, guys. But, like, in this scenario, you give him the stability of foster care after this parent death, and then go, yeah, but we don't really know what your deal is, so let's just throw you to nothingness, to the wolves.
yeah.
That sounds
Good luck out
nuts to
there.
me.
It's
Yeah.
fucking horrible. This is a joke of a country that we're in right now.
Yeah. So anyway,
Anyway, back
Uh,
to anime.
mom shot, and 17-year-old lady's like, just go sit like a brave boy in the room, and we'll see what we can do. And she goes, this lady's fucking dead. I don't know what
I
to
can't
do.
do this.
And
I've
you're
never
not
done
a real
gunshot
doctor.
wound.
And he's like, bullshit. Watch me save this lady. Well,
Not
actually,
even like
I'm going to make you do it because I think
Yeah.
you could be a fucking great doctor. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to coach you.
And the way that he's like, you never give up as long as a patient is breathing, as long as they are on
That's
your
when I cried,
table, they are
man.
your responsibility. And I was like,
Like,
I'll never give up, Jenma.
That impassioned speech really fucking got me. Because she was ready to let this woman die. She was
Yeah.
ready to let her fully die. And he just goes, no, we are doctors. This is what we do. We give hope. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you're hoping that it's good. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, everything seems pretty good. Everything looks right. Let's get in there and find out. Cut her open. And it turns out her spleen was just like a little hurt. All they did was cut out that part of spleen. No arteries, no organ damage. She's totally fine. She's going to be great.
Yep.
So she would have let her bleed out from that fear of inactivity. And he's like, but if you try, look what we can accomplish. And he's like, and you did it. You need to go sign up for classes, girly. You're going to be something one day. You're going to be great. He's just leaving people with hope. He's leaving people better than he found them, as Kelsey
Look at
would
him
say.
go.
And then I kind of cried a little bit more because I guess it's like I was saying about like Mission Impossible and all that stuff. Like, honestly, Tenma is the guy.
He is.
Honestly, he has the skills. If you're going to get saved, that dude can do it. But that's the thing. Because you have the skills, are you obligated to stay in any place that you could be of service? Because he could have stayed there, which she said, you could help a lot of people. But this Johan problem, it weighs more. And it's hard.
Yeah.
You know it's hard for him to choose to walk away because I have to handle this bigger problem. I know I could save all these lives. I know I can do it. But it's not what I have. It's not what I need to do. I need to stop Johan.
And he truly is, like, maybe the only person who could kill Johan. Like, Nina probably
That
could,
too.
but when it comes down to it, can she? Because she's had the opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
there was that moment in way long ago when they were at the castle and she had a gun pointed at him, a loaded gun, and she couldn't do it.
Yeah. Like in this
Tenma
scenario,
maybe-
he is the guy.
Yeah.
But where are you obligated to be the guy?
It's
Should he stay
really,
and save people, or should he go stop this thing that he created? You know,
It's a blown up, more complex version of the trolley problem. Like, are you going to...
Yes.
The train
Yes.
is on the tracks and it's going to hit 5 people. Are you going to switch the track and hit one person instead?
Yeah.
And right now we're on, like, Tenma's on the track to hit the 5 people because Johan is just going to continue to fuck everything up and ruin the world.
Yeah.
Infect everybody with the monster. So while while his code is with the Hippocratic Oath and do no harm, like he has to flip that trolley switch because inaction is doing more harm than action.
Yeah. He could save hundreds of people, let's say, at this place with this girl. But he will have killed by his inaction thousands of people.
Yes.
Because if Johan really can infect more and more people, more and more boys falling off these rooftops, because really, there were 5 kids that had fallen off rooftops in that opening montage. Tenma probably saved 5 people at that hospital. He's only netted 0 technically now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're never gonna outweigh the poison that Johan is spreading to all these people. Tenma's one man, but Johan is effectively an army of hundreds.
Yes.
With
because
his
he keeps
ideas.
on his hive mind.
Yeah. So, and I hated that because she goes, just promise me that you'll come back. And he doesn't. He just looks and like
know.
smiles because I was like, I was really hoping he'd say, yeah, and maybe not mean it. But he couldn't even do that. So I was like, I wonder if he thinks he will never make it back. I wonder if he's like, not because he plans to die like Johan, but he can't promise you that he does not know where this is going to end up.
Yeah. And
So
he
I
only,
have to be silent about that.
Yeah. He only makes the promises he knows he can keep.
Yeah. And I was just left going like, I love this man. I love Tenma.
They call him a Tenma because he's 10 out of 10.
He is. I love everything about him. He is one of my favorite characters ever so far. I mean, he's good. I'm like so
He's
about
very
him.
good.
I want to know what his deal is. And Johan is
I'm
one of my
so-
favorite villains right now. Like, I love this guy.
So glad we're watching Monster. I used to hate this show. I can't believe it.
Like, these 5, I was just on the, like, I could not look away the whole time.
Yeah.
Except for the 7 minute exposition, which also weird, by the way, because when Tenma, Johan leaves and she gets shot, he goes, can I have one of your balloons? Takes a balloon and he's walking all like gaily and happy through this horrible sewer strewn alleyway. And then he goes, hey, here's $100. Get that fixed, girly.
God.
Walking away with his balloon. I was like,
He's
what
such a
weird
weirdo.
guy. Oh, but
Yeah.
then it ends with Tenma going to that library and standing in the fucking spot that Johan looked at, and he goes,
Yup.
yeah, this is it. This is where it's going to happen. Boom. Credits. Good show, dude. This is a 10 out of
show.
10 show still.
Yeah, I'm falling even more in love with it every episode.
It's becoming 10 out of 10er every time.
Yes.
More 10ing every time.
So next time we visit Monster Monday, it's going to be the finale of the Munich arc. So we are going to be hitting up another beefy 5 episodes. So
And then this arc ends.
yes,
Okay.
we're going to finish it on episode 39. So watch up through episode 39, and we'll talk about that next week.
You got it. We have not laid out a beefy episode like this for you guys in a while. You're eating very good on this Monday.
You're welcome.
But with that, you ready to get out of here?
Absolutely.
Ready to watch these? Ready to finish this arc?
I'm going to watch them right now.
Let's do it. If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way we can get the good YMBToAP into fresh new ears. We release weekly every single Monday. That is the YMBToAP guarantee. The thing I am most proud of. Stamp it on each one every week. This ink is wet, man. Just every time. It ain't drying up. Stamping it. I love doing it. If you want to talk to us, catch us on the Discord. The link to that is in the show notes. I would love to know you guys' thoughts on, is there an action franchise you think we've had besides John Wick in the past 10 years? Who's your favorite action star currently? Don't need to know old because we all know Arnold's the best. I want to know, are you guys watching F1 Academy? Did you get a Switch 2? Did you realize that Blue Prince was a fucking pun? Because I did not fucking know that. And Kelsey blew my mind when she said that. And of course, get in that fucking anime channel and talk about Monster, god damn it.
I'm gonna lose it, guys.
I hope you know, I have to, when we upload these, you have to mark, is this episode safe for kids? And I have to say these bad words so you guys will listen to get in that anime channel. And I gotta say, nope, not for kids. This show, not for kids. I want to know what you guys think about this show. I know some people are starting to watch it. Catch
Yes.
up. Let's go.
Do it. Come on.
I'll even discuss the old ones. That's fine too. Don't wait to catch up to where we are. I don't care if you watch one.
Just
I'll
talk
talk about the
about
first one again. I'll talk about the first one again.
Thoughts.
Because every time I have what I think are good thoughts, Kelsey says something that I go, fuck, that rewired that whole concept for me. Like, these discussions are needed, I think, for this show to make the impact it's going to have on you. You can watch it alone and get impacted, but I think everything can be seen multiple ways. You can still have your thought. Like, I still think my thought on some stuff, but I love the concept Kelsey has introduced to me. I'm like, ooh, that's a good one, and I like it. So just talk to us about Monster. I really, really want to know about that. We love you guys, no matter if you're watching Monster or not, just listening to us, engaging with us. Love you guys so much. You are the best.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And tune in next time to get an answer to that burning question. Teddy bear swords! Teddy bear swords! Teddy bear swords!
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
All right, crack all the joints.
Crackly clack.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Stiff from that sitting in one posture, hunched over a phone, looking at Labubu's.
Labubu posture.